I may not have just. Why does my cat cam button work anymore? I just hit myself in the face with the strings of my hoodie. Um, hi everyone. Hi. Hello. Happy whatever day. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy co-stream day. Welcome in. Hello, friends. I'm gonna go up and say hello. Karais, welcome in. Congrats on doing first. Perry, hello, welcome in. Mirandy, hello, welcome in. Pacific, hello. Hard, hello. America, welcome in. Renee, hello. Danny, hello. Mama Jar, hello. Raven, welcome in. And let us thank you for letting us know that you are a new friend. How are you? And Jazzy Elizabeth, welcome in as well. And thank you for letting us know that you are new. Welcome in, new friends. I don't know what it is about that one. It just always surprises me. Hi Nox. Long time no see. Yeah, long time no see. Long time no see. How are you all doing? How are you doing? And yes, we will do.
You awesome nerds.
Hello. We will do a Mad Lib before we go into the live stream. Because we don't. Where's your sound? Did you not hear it? Because it played. Delayed. Because like it played. It did play. But we will do our Mad
Stacy from frickin' bees.
Frickin' bees. Hi, Nay. Welcome in. How's everyone's Friday? How's it going? Why have a notification? Oh, the go live notification went out into Discord. Hold on. Everyone is talking in this Discord. I don't know. Am I excited but nervous? That's a valid. I feel like that's a valid feeling. Where'd my cat cam? I literally turned the cat cam on. There we go. It's a valid feeling. Duck crown. Hattie, welcome in. Hey Siri, set timer for 10 minutes. There we go. Carl, welcome in as well. Going to free meeting next soon after I rewatched the live stream, so don't miss anything. Of course, Pacific. I hope your meetings go well. I hope your meetings go well today. Show Friday, pending if weather will force you to get off work early. Ooh, that'd be nice. Like a little early weekend starting. Love your hair ones. Thank you. I needed to wash my hair and I didn't feel like doing it earlier, so I'm gonna do it later. But I was like, I'm gonna put it up. I have the stream open right now, and it's literally, look at how fast this chat's going. And it slows down as soon as I, move the thing. Okay, it was going literally a mile a minute. Also, does anyone know if they're also going to be on Twitch or if it's just on YouTube? Dory, welcome in. How are you? How are you? And Jay, welcome in as well. Welcome in as well. We said, hey Siri, set off your iPad. Amazing. Perfect. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. My water is not cold. My water is like a little cooler than room temperature, and I'm not a fan.
Hey guys, it's Carrie.
Hi Carrie, welcome in. Welcome in. Excuse me, but your emotes are broken. Has it been like that the whole time? Hold on. Why are the emotes broken? That's weird. What are the emotes called BTTV wise? Where are my emotes? We'll just have it send as a. I'll fix it later. Can a mod put on my to-do list to fix the emotes in Carrie's message, please? Please and thank you. For a while, I didn't realize. I didn't realize. Bot, no, the bot doesn't need subbed. The bot doesn't need subbed. Whenever things get subbed, like, or whenever anything on for my bot that needs to have like the emotes, I can make it send through me, so it'll be like a message from me. So like if you do the love command, it's technically from me. Like the emotes come from me. Because that's a setting in that. It's just the because I copy and pasted them from Discord, and they're named differently in Discord than they are in Twitch. So I just need to fix those. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. Creative, welcome in. How are you? How are you? What was I gonna say? I had something I was gonna say. I don't remember what it was. Does anyone know if the live stream today is just on YouTube or if it's on Twitch too? Because I'd rather watch it on Twitch, but I don't know if it's on both of them. I'm gonna pull up Twitch as well. I apologize if my stream starts making sound. Okay, no, it muted itself. Okay, Sims 4. You won. Look at you go, America. Look at you go. I can never find the Sims channel. Lurk for work. Have a good lurk for work. Have a good lurk work, Jay. They have their, they don't have their, why don't they have their Twitch linked on their YouTube? They don't have their Twitch linked on their YouTube. I don't understand. It's fine. We can watch on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Should just be The Sims, one word. I know, but like, why doesn't it come up? Why doesn't it come up? There we go. Now it popped up. They never put anything on the Twitch schedule. They never put anything on the Twitch schedule. There are people in the chat, though. Like, there's people in chat, though. So, and Sim Guru Nova's in the chat on Twitch. Okay, they're doing it on Twitch because Sim Guru Nova's in chat. They're doing it in chat. If anyone wants to watch on their own, by the way, here's the link to their thing. Here's the link to their Twitch stream. How's everyone doing? How are you doing? What's going on? How's your Friday? Are you excited? Tell me your thoughts. Are you excited for the pack? I'm gonna be turning age. Stares in shock because I forgot. Don't forget your own age. Just comments are usually more toxic as a formatting. I know we're not. We're gonna turn off the comments anyway. I also think because based on the amount of people that are currently in the YouTube comments versus the Twitch chat right now is vastly different because this is the Twitch. This is Twitch right now. It hasn't moved. Like, this is the chat. Like, Simguru Frost, Simguru Nova, West Coast Cowgirls in there. It's just like, it's just a few people. It's just a few people. So it's fine. Kimberly, hello, welcome in. What are we watching? Dory, we're gonna, the Sims is doing a deep dive live stream with the gurus into the new pack and the new update. So we're gonna watch that together. We're watching that together. Want to start your personal Sims game, like me and my family, but you're waiting for the update with the infants. That's a good idea. Wait for whenever there's like new content coming out that we know of. I'm always like, just wait until it comes out. Just wait until it comes out to like, you know, start things over. Within your body are conspiring against me, but you refuse to have your mood damage today. I love that mindset memo. I love that. Don't let anything get in the way. Don't let your mood be ruined by the weather, by the stinky weather and how your body's feeling. Like don't let your mood be ruined. You got this. You got this. All right, before it gets too farther into it, we're gonna do our Mad Lib because we had a Mad Lib redeemed yesterday. We did not get around to it because we streamed for 5 hours yesterday. And I really had to pee when I got off. So we didn't do it yesterday, so we're gonna do Mad Lib right now. New game that always makes me so exciting day. Should be let's. I know it. It is. I'm so excited. Dory, you can do command points. Exclamation point points to see how many points you have. So I'm pre-ordered. I know it's kind of different person. I have pre-ordered because I'm a content creator and it's my job. So I pre-ordered. I also like the extra stuff. Not that the extra stuff is like pre-order exclusive. Like as long as you order it by April 27th, I think you get it. But I did pre-order. Mainly just to hopefully make life easier on the day of, but we'll see. Spring break, you woke up sick plus crams. Oh, that's the worst memo. But you're gonna make you're gonna make it through the day. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine. All right, shall we do our Mad Lib? Let me see. Creative redeemed it yesterday and didn't choose which one we should do. So, do you want to do? I think we're gonna do Mad Scientist. I think we're gonna do Mad Scientist Mad Libs. I feel like that's appropriate for today. I don't know why, but it just feels appropriate. So if you haven't played a Mad Lib with us before, this is a silly story that has words taken out of it that we get to fill in. So I'll ask for ideas for the words to be thrown in there, and we will do it together. Bizo, I see your messages in the Sims chat, by the way. Stuff, you're excited to not get it, you think, but maybe I'll watch you and others do it. Yeah, honestly, I always suggest that people like wait if you're not like 100% sold on it, like wait and watch people play with it first before getting it. You're 0 points. We reset the points every month, Dory, so they were reset 3 days ago. So if you haven't been in here at all, that is why. It's just because the points get reset every month because we have a challenge for VID. So if you want a potential chance to win VID, you can like get your points. So Hattie is our current VID of the month because she had the most points last month. So they just get reset. So they're already set. So that's why there's no points yet. Not a lot of people, unless you like subbed already this month, you don't really have a lot of points. All right, let's do our Mad Lib real quick. It's called the periodic table. Oh, Hales has the brain cell today. Hales, I hope you're enjoying your brain cell. I assume you're lurking, so if you don't say anything, don't do. I'm sorry if I called you out. I apologize. Maybe I should change that because I don't know if I want it to like be like, oh, this lurker has, and like, you know, call them out for it. I might change the brain cell command. I might change that just because I don't know. I feel weird about like calling people out if they're not like actively chatting. I don't want to be that person to, like, call out the lurkers. You know? All right. I need a subplural nouns. I need 1, 2, 3 plural nouns, please. 4 plural nouns. 4 of them. I need to like fix the crown doesn't want to stay on my head. Gotta get your blood on my back. Be safe, America. I hope it goes well. Don't lose too much of your blood. Potatoes. I have potatoes. I need to make something with my potatoes. Potatoes. I might make some like mashed potatoes tomorrow. Drinks. Sunscreen bottles. And hearts. We'll do hearts. When I thought you said subplural nouns, and I was like, oh, what makes it subplural? That's funny. All right. I need singular nouns. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 singular nouns. We need 4 of them. Ceiling fan. Ah! That's the duck timer. Stop. There we go. Tree. A chicken. I love a chicken. I love a good chicken. A toe. Toe. All right. I need adjectives. Specifically 1. I need 1 adjective. Rabbit, welcome in. I need 1 adjective. Brown. I just hit myself in the lip with my pencil. Brown. A place. Give me a place. Hold on, I'm gonna talk in the chat. What did I just do? Something opened in my OBS. Something opened, and it's like, I'm scared. Okay, it went away. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Okay, Nevada. We'll go to Nevada. But it was like a bar that said ban at the top, and then had like a big bar, and then it said purge and delete. And I was like, how did that happen? I don't know. A last name. I need a last name. Give me a last name. Your mom's house. That's funny. I didn't see that one. I would have used that one. We'll do Sims. The last name will be Sims. One of my professors at college, last name was Sims. I need a number. Give me a number. He actually had, like, he made a joke when he first introduced himself at the beginning of class with, like, he made a Sims joke. He was like, I'm Professor Sims, and then put a picture of the Sims on the projector. 27. 2 alphabet letters. 2 different letters. Welcome in. How are you? X. I keep whacking my mic. I'm so sorry. And you. And then 1 verb. 1 verb. Run. Okay. The periodic table. The periodic table of potatoes hangs in classrooms and ceiling fan laboratories all around the Tree. So what's this
Sexy
brown?
shrimp.
Hi, Makoto. We're doing our Mad Lib from yesterday. So let me restart. The periodic table of potatoes hangs in classrooms and ceiling fan laboratories all around the tree. So what's this brown chart all about? Well, in the 18th century, a chemist from Nevada named Dmitri Sims created the very first periodic table of drinks. Uh, there are more than 27 elements on the periodic table organized by atomic chicken. The elements all have a certain number of protons, neutrons, and sunscreen bottles. Each element on the periodic toe has a symbol that is often the first two letters of the element's name. For example, helium's symbol is XU. Some scientists say more hearts should be added to the table. Maybe someday you'll run one yourself. Another one! Another Mad Lib! But there you go, that's the periodic table. Atomic chickens. Yeah, atomic chickens. Periodic table of potatoes could be a thing. I'm gonna Google it. Periodic table of potatoes. Periodic table of potato. It's literally a Prezi presentation. That's funny. Okay, we'll do another one. Let's do a best of. Let's do a best of. We'll do them both now, since we have time. Well, that's a long one. Maybe we'll do a shorter one. There's no shorter ones. They're all long. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do another quick one. I love your hair. Thank you. Thank you, NK. I appreciate that. It's gross, and I needed to wash it, and I didn't feel like washing it before stream, so I put it in a bun, and I'll wash it tonight. So I was too lazy this morning. All right. This one is called Computer Lab. Was stuck at home and working and stuck in a room. Then a person has to get their phone out. It's very true. Very true, creative. All right, it's called Computer Lab. I need some adjectives. 1, 2, 3. 3 adjectives. Oh, this is a lot of different kinds of words. We gotta be quick with this one. Remind me after stream to email this charity when I work with called Nick's Wish. Kimberly, go put it in the to-do list. Put it in the to-do list, and then I'll at you later. Like, I'll respond to it and say, make sure you do it after stream. You can put it in my to-do list. Sparkles. I don't know how to spell. For some reason, I couldn't spell sparkles. Blue. Give me more adjectives. Lively. What else? If I'm would not be fun. No, that would not be fun, creative. It would not be fun. Spongy. That's a good word. Is there any more? Wait, that might be it. Oh, that's the last adjectives. Okay, never mind. Nouns. I need some nouns. Got back to work. Have a fantastic rest of your workday. Okay, have a fantastic rest of your workday. We will see you next time. Thank you for popping in to say hello. 1, 2, 3. 3 nouns. 3 nouns. Noodle. Noodle. Sticker. Sticker. Tree. I need a male celebrity and then just a person in the room. A male celebrity and a person in the room. A male celebrity and a person in the room. The Rock. Wait, let's do The Rock. The Rock and then someone in the room.
I like that boulder.
That is a nice boulder. Let's do as the person in the room. We'll do Sim Guru Nova. Sim Guru Nova. I like Nova a lot. A very good Sim Guru. I need a noun. Oh, wait. I missed the noun. Hold on. Let me scroll up and grab another noun. Mascara. We'll grab that as. So give me something alive. Give me something alive. That's kind of concerning. That's something alive, but give me something that is alive. A worm. Worms. Worm mode. A place. Give me a. I need a place and a city. Two different ones. A place and a city. A place and a city. Also, I keep getting go live notifications of people who are going live to co-stream, so I'm glad I'm not the only person co-streaming this. Let's do Las Vegas as the city. Las Vegas, and then a place. Let's do Chicago for the place. Chicago. Chicago. A verb ending in ing. A verb ending in ing. We gotta go faster. We have like 10 minutes. We gotta pick up the pace a little bit, besties. Yeeting. That's a good word. I like yeeting. Yeeting. Past tense verb. A past tense verb. Past tense. Eight. So Chicago, I start singing the musical. See, I start singing Victorious. Which I didn't even really watch. I wasn't a Victorious kid. I didn't really like Victorious. But because Chicago, I like the songs that are from them were like all that jazz, so they're not the word Chicago in it, so it doesn't like come to my mind. A plural noun. I need two plural nouns. Two plural nouns. What that is? It's a Nickelodeon show. It's a Nickelodeon show. Fishes. Fishes and dogs. They forgot to put a line for the last plural noun. They have like lines for each one. The last plural noun doesn't have one. They missed it. A number and a type of food that is plural. A number and a plural food. A number and a plural food. 78. Alana, welcome in. And then a plural food. Meatballs. Okay. Computer lab. I love our computer lab at school. It's so sparkly. It's so sparkles. Every morning after noodle class, our teacher, The Rock, takes us to the lab so we can work on cool class projects like finding out who is the oldest mascara or what a worm eats for breakfast. Last week, our assignment was to research how many people live in Chicago. Since The Rock always lets us pick our blue partners, I chose Sim Guru Nova because she's so lively. We had the best time yeeting on the internet. We found the coolest sticker that had all the information we needed. We ate awesome facts about cities like Las Vegas and all the fishes that live in them. Can you believe that 78 people live in Chicago and that they love to eat meatballs for breakfast, lunch, and tree? That's a lot of dogs. Only 78 people live in Chicago, and one of them is Bezo. Only 78 people live in Chicago, and one of them's Bezo. Chicago was purged. Also, we have a Boop the cat. We have a Boop the cat. Boop. Oh, I got right on his nose too. I got right on his nose. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the screen. Over here, the trains are always packed. They don't live in Chicago. They're just there to hang out. There's only 70 of you that live in Chicago. Only 70 of you live there. I'm gonna should I turn off my follow goals and or shrink my screen a little bit? Where should I put my camera? Down here feels like it's probably safe. Can worms even eat? I think so. I can't really give you a real answer. Let's Google. Do worms eat food? No, just food. Just what do worms eat? Worms eat organic matter. Anything that has been living eventually becomes worm food. So yes, worms do eat food. Tara, welcome in. How are you? Just gonna chat. I'm gonna hide chat. So we're gonna hide chat. And I'm honestly, I'm probably gonna full screen. I'm gonna full screen it like this. Tally, welcome in. I'm gonna full screen it. We're not gonna look at chat. So, we'll look at this. So we can like see it full screen. Jetpack, hello. But I feel like if we do it on here, it'll be fine. It'll cover, I can make myself smaller. It'll cover like Sims needs, which probably will be fine. I mean, I'll move it if we need to move it. Chat is always so toxic. That's why we hide it. Lurky, while you worky, I hope you're having a good work, Jetpack. I hope you're having some good work. Some good work. I hope you're having a good day of work. Goblin, welcome in. How are you? Chicken worms interested in chicken nuggets. I mean, never hurts to try. I think they'd have to like break down to basically dirt before that happens, though. Like before they can eat it, you know. I think have to like break down first. So I don't know. Why is Nugger? Oh, that's we'll let that go because context. That could be bullying. I was like, why is that supposed to? I was like, we'll let that slide though for right now. It's okay. I realized as I was like saying, I was like, that's why it's okay. It's context. It's not like you're not bullying anyone. You're not bullying anyone. Where's the other worms? I mean, if the worms are dead, sure, why not? Hi, what are you doing? Oh, have fun. Oh, you're in your lunch. Yeah. Ah, okay. Everyone say hi to husband.
Hello.
Husband says hello. Kayla, welcome in. Are worms cannibals? Are worms cannibals?
Are worms cannibals?
Yeah.
No.
No.
They don't eat each other.
But like eventually they will, because everything that's been alive will be worm food because they break down and decompose, and the worms eat the decomposition things.
That way.
Apparently, humans are cannibals too. Apparently.
If you think about it that way, yes.
How are they? I guess you're because you grow like dirt and stuff.
Yeah, because you grow plants on top of ground where.
You make a good point.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's saying that if worms are cannibals, then so are people.
Because technically we eat vegetables that come from the ground that people were buried in.
That is what his argument is.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave the door open since you'll be on your lunch, just to have some airflow? What's that logic? If worms only eat nuggets, will they also get a heart attack? I don't know. Also, ads are gonna start. Oh, we're gonna deal with ads. That's awkward. I will do my best to give you ad warnings. Sounds so excited for the stream. No, he's excited to go take a shower. He's on his lunch break. He gets an hour lunch break with this job, so he is going to take a shower is what he said. You have so many worm questions. Google will be your friend. Google will be your friend. Google will be your friend. I'm gonna put some emotes in chat. What emotes should we put in chat? You can't see my chat, but I'm gonna put some emotes in here. Where are my emotes? I'm gonna do my Dizzy Heyo. Dizzy Heyo. There we go. I've talked in chat. Is anyone else just chilling in chat too? Tally!
Hark.
Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Holy cow, look at all those emotes right there. That's a lot of emotes. But thank you for the resub, my friend. I appreciate that. Your 3-year-old was upset and crying because he made a mess, and then he was mad he had to move to play. That's really funny. It started. Can you guys hear it? Can you hear it? Hey, look, they're live. You just Google worm butts and you have no regrets? Ellie, welcome in as well. There is a baby shower event now. I'm gonna raise this up for myself as well. I'm gonna throw in some hype emotes. What if I told you all to just go spam my emotes in their chat? What if we just said, let's go just spam all my emotes in their chat? Please don't. I would feel weird if we did that. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't, but like, I don't know, that I would feel weird. There's like 3,000 people in here. Spam Dizzy Knife. I feel like that's aggressive. Maybe like Dizzy Ducky. Maybe like Dizzy Ducky. Or like Gimbal Love emotes. Or we can do some mod love. We get some mod love in the chat. You're aggressive. Carrie's in there with the Dizzy Knife. Duh, Dizzy Worm doesn't work. Dizzy Worm is a BTTV emote that only works in my chat. But you can throw in like some Gimbal Loves or some mod love. Because all of the gurus are mods. This is a vibe. Who else is co-streaming right now? I'm curious. Rachel's co-streaming. I don't know if, who else is co-streaming? I'm curious to see. Harley's co-streaming. Steph is co-streaming. Beggle's co-streaming. Everyone's co-streaming. What's supposed to have? That is awful, Kayla. Hello, sister. Hello. Oh my gosh, whose emotes are those? Those are Roseanne's. They're little plant buds. Oh wait, okay. What if you guys actually go spam emotes? What emote should we go spam? I would say let's do the bush, but we don't have the bush. What if we... Oh, we could do Dizzy Cool. I don't know. I don't know. Go spam emotes in chat, because I think that's funny. I think it's funny. Go and put my emotes in chat, because that makes me feel special. Cute little guy just posted in... Let me go see. The cutest little guy, Nox. The cutest little guy. What a cutie! You guys, I desperately wish that Dizzy Bush was a normal emote so we could go spam it in chat. Oh, there's Bezo with the ducks. There's Bezo with the ducks. Oh, and Bella just raided. Kimberly's got some hype emotes. Oh, we got Nicole with some ducks. I like seeing my emotes in the chat. It makes me feel special. It makes me feel, it's exciting. It makes me, it's weird though, but like it's fun. Whose pickle is that? Oh, that's JDP's emote, isn't it? It is. That's a good pickle emote. So lose it. I love it. I love it, Nox. Oh my gosh, there's Makoto's cabbages! Besties, if you have cabbages, you should go throw cabbages in there too. They should be getting us more than the other live stream. But yeah, I'm excited. Like, I love these deep dives because like they show us so much. However, this is what showed us that my wedding stories was broken, and they really haven't done one since like that. So we'll see how it goes. Who put your cabbages in there? Creative did, I think. I just realized what song this is. This is Uptown Funk. This is Uptown Funk. I'm gonna throw cabbages. Oh yeah, the werewolves one was good. Yes, that's true. There was one werewolves. Makoto and I watched that in Discord together. I was like, who wants to watch it with me? And Makoto was like, I'll watch it. And Makoto and I watched it in the Discord together. And it was like the first time we like were in a voice chat together and talked. Besides like briefly on like on stream, like during stream. I was gonna go tell chat to go follow you, but let me tag you. So count your blessings for Twitch not working, right? Is tagging not working? I don't know. I mean, I'm in here. You could try, but also I don't know if they would delete. I don't know if they're modding, but like, I don't want to be self-promoed, you know? Like, I don't want self-promo, you know? There go your cabbages. Is it loud enough for all of you? I'll lower my voice too if we need it. I need to lower my or raise up my volume. I kind of want to have chat open. It feels like okay right now. Like it's not super toxic yet. So I might leave chat open for a minute. I'll close this. And that way we don't you miss most of like you don't miss most of what's on screen right now. Some I know, but it's like it's still frowned upon. I saw more cabbages. Creative's just in there with all of the cabbages. Just all the cabbages. Check is Harry, we will leave. Yeah, if Check is Harry, we'll close it. I do watch Twitch on light mode because that was default when I got a Twitch, but it also hurts my eyes. Is this the normal trailer that we've seen? Yes, okay, this is the infant trailer. This is very loud. The light mode hurts, or dark mode hurts my eyes. It's loud? Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't like too quiet. Is that better? I'm just expecting the gurus to be quiet. So I want to make sure you guys can be hearing it. Yeah, infants can bite. Infants behind the scenes.
From the very first days of this project, the objective the team rallied around
is this
was
not
to
streaming?
surpass
Is this
player
being recorded?
expectations for freeing the babies. The objective the team rallied around.
Do I have
Now our vision to accomplish
versions
that
of
was
this
to add
open?
infants as an entirely new age, resulting in a much more natural progression.
Oh, I have the YouTube on.
When you add a new life stage to The Sims,
I was like,
there
there's
are a
two
lot
of them going.
challenges. We had to figure out how to display the infant, since they're too young to stand on their own. We tried a lot of
I don't know if
ideas.
we've seen this part or
Some were
not.
great,
This is the old
some
trailer.
didn't
Okay, I don't
work
remember
so
seeing
great,
all of this
and a
yet.
few were just plain
But did you see that chunky
We
baby?
created a lot of new technologies. So now in the game, while holding an infant,
This
you're
better not all be
able to
pre-recorded. Like the
sit
whole thing,
down
point of this is
while
that like
still
the
holding them.
gurus
You
are
can
hosting
also
this.
Talk to them, nurse them. You can even give your infants to another sim.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it is. This is we've seen this
Infants
already.
are just starting to develop their motor skills and figure out how to move their limbs and weight around. You'll see they tend to flop around.
Okay, yeah, so you're just showing trailers before hopping into stream. Okay,
A
cool.
great example of this is how they.
I have no
transition
idea,
from
Miranda.
sitting
I'm not really
to laying
sure.
on their back.
I got to animate the crawl up and down of the step. I really wanted the player to kind of see the thought process of their infant
Yeah, I
movement
think so.
since
Just kind of
they
let
move
everyone
with
still
such a
like be able to get
singular
in time,
focus.
get in
So
to stream and
they'll take a
everything.
moment to notice the step, and then they start
So
to break
cute.
it down one tiny movement at a time till
So
they
cute.
overcome this obstacle.
Yeah,
and
this is all like the
continue on
dev
way.
team.
Definitely challenging.
They're not all the
but
gurus.
also super
Only
cute.
like the forward, like the public facing ones are gurus. So a lot of them we don't
Creating
know
the voice
really
for
who
the
they are.
infant sim, we had the unique challenge of finding a voice that was realistic, but one that was still cute when making distressing vocalizations, like crying or whining.
They probably did. They probably did.
The cute checkbox was definitely checked.
We do love the cute
The
checkbox.
event has to be able to be fully customizable from head to toe. We added new barriers in event clothing, shoes, hair, hats, accessory, glasses, event teeth, and birthmarks.
One area that we leaned
froze a
into
little bit.
was
That was
adding
awkward.
more ways to socialize.
And I
and
don't
play
think
between
they would be able to fall down the stairs. That
children,
seems
infants,
too
newborns, and
realistic,
yes,
you
of
know.
course,
Rip. What?
Hilarious and adorable moments.
Is this just me?
As it will be slightly different from our
I'm gonna open YouTube as well. Ah!
Segment will cover the base game Infants update with hosts Simguru Graham and Simguru Morgan. Followed by that, we'll have our
I'm gonna pop these over here.
Up today's stream, which will cover the next expansion pack, The Sims 4 Growing Together with hosts.
That was mean. Well, we'll just pop this up. Twitch is broken.
Graham and Simguru Morgan to get us started.
Twitch doesn't have, or YouTube doesn't have captions.
A big welcome to all of our Sims fans tuning in today. Now, if you haven't met me previously,
Okay.
I am Simguru Graham. I'm our lead producer on Infants.
Is it loud enough?
Today by Simguru Morgan.
I'm a producer on Infants. And
How's this volume?
Yep,
You're supposed to stop working on
For
YouTube?
the first part of our stream today, it's going to be a two-part stream, like Frost mentioned. We are diving into all of the great stuff that is coming your way with our free.
How's this? It's like it's like
of course is
as loud as I
brand
can
new
make
live
it.
stage coming to The Sims 4 on March 14th. So
You guys,
we've got
the
some
volume is
special
literally as
guests
loud as I
coming
can make
join us
it.
today as well. We'll have them calling in.
I think that okay, Twitch seems to be fine.
We'll also be chatting with Steph, one of our infant concept artists. And finally, we'll be also chatting with Simguru Nova, another member of the Infants and
Like
Growing
it's
Together
everyone in the
Club.
chat is saying
So,
they're all quiet.
With that said, we've got about little over 2 hours of live streaming content for you today.
Okay, it's about 2
settle in,
hours.
Get in a comfy chair, grab a good drink, and let's get right into
It, yeah, it's their settings that's really quiet. Everyone in chat saying it's
Today we're going
quiet.
to start off in the pancake household with Bob. He's very excited to see you all.
He is
and
very excited.
Look at
That
Bob.
is the happiest
Look at-
I've ever seen Bob.
Look
You
at
know,
this
when we were
lamp.
loading in today, I was like, wow, Eliza sure looks
Look at
cheerful
it.
today, and, whew, Bob's even happier. So I think we're
Why
set
is
up for a
Bella
fun stream
here?
today.
So you might notice
This is so
doesn't
cute.
appear to be an infant in this household. There's a lot of infant stuff around though.
Yeah, and
Where do
you
the
are
infants
gonna
be?
get a lot of new objects coming with this update as well. So it's not
Give us
just
infants.
the infants.
Look at the basket.
But a lot of cool content that you could use to build and decorate the house as well.
So I've decorated.
Did
the
you
house
see
with
the
it.
giant
I
llama?
also have it laid out for everyone to really look at everything. So let's just take a look at everything that's coming for free.
Yeah, this is floor.
This is
1
for
and 2.
this is base
Floor one
game.
and two.
Yeah, lots of little adorable things, right?
The rugs are so
I'm really
cute.
excited about the bassinet.
The
It's
little-
actually
the little
first
basket, the
bassinet I'm
table.
Sure many of you will know that we've had.
This
at
is all the base game update.
since it launched way back when. So
Those
that's
bassinets are
a really great
adorable.
addition, But look at all the cute stuff coming.
Little llamas. I guess they're not little, are they?
No, those are quite.
I'm
big.
obsessed with the
Big
llama. And these rugs are amazing.
These
And the
are
little
bookshelves,
basket set
so
is
you
a
can
base
use
game, and so are those shelves.
And I'm gonna go into build mode really quick to show off this one. These actually all have variants as well. I just haven't placed out all of their variants. This one in particular, I like the little animals on it.
Yeah, it's so cute.
There's so many of those.
But yeah, these all also have variants here. Over here we actually have 3 new
Carrie, that would be
toys
amazing.
That come with unique audio for them. So I thought that's pretty
They come
cool.
with audio. Why are you crying? I'm close to it, Bezo, but I'm wearing makeup. So I'm gonna try not to, but we'll see.
And then before we head on up to the next floor, I wanted to point out how cool I think these rugs are. The dinosaur
rug is
All
so
those
cute.
And these are also my new favorite rug, I think. As you can probably see over here, because I've decorated
So cute.
literally everywhere with them. Here, yeah.
Yeah, perfectly handy.
Yeah, I put them everywhere.
So cute. Those are gonna
anything else
size
you
up
wanna
really
look at on
nicely
this floor?
too.
Well, what's out back there, Morgan?
Oh yeah. That.
Yeah.
So these are our new playpens here. So it's a fence. You can use it as a fence and however you'd like. There's a lot of different colors.
I love it.
And I think we're gonna look at it during the next part of the stream, but you can also
We do have a bassinet for
so they've got a
spellcasters,
new
I believe,
baby-proofing
Mirandy. I
option,
think we
which is a
do.
type of lock that'll keep your infants and toddlers from going through.
Apply
But
baby
essentially,
proofing.
You know, you could set that on any door, on any gate in the game. We just wanted to give you one that looked perfect for our new infants.
Yeah, Nox, base. This is all base game stuff so far.
Yeah, apply baby proof.
Baby proof the
Yeah,
house.
Fun gameplay with that too.
We'll top up to floor number 2.
Knox,
Because
this is
boy,
all
do we have
free.
a lot of cribs for you coming in this update.
Yeah, a lot of these might seem somewhat familiar because they match the other furniture pieces we have for children and toddlers and like their categories. So they'll match that and you can make a matching nursery with all those furniture pieces, but we also have some new ones that are kind of different here.
Yeah, I love that the cribs have a little bit of different functionality depending on
I'm
what
gonna
you wanna
cry
use them
over this
for.
bed.
So, like the one closest to us has actually been converted into a toddler bed. It's one of the upgrades that Sims can perform on some of our cribs, so that the furniture ages along with your Sim as they grow up.
You're kidding!
On the far end of the room, though, we've got our travel crib, and I really like this one as
You
well.
can transform
You can actually
them!
live drag it around, place it in a Sim's inventory, bring
And
it
like
with
the
you to
pack and
other
play?
locations, so you always have a place for your infant to grab a little rest on the go.
Yeah. And then we'll also look at some other upgrades in a little bit later for these.
Yeah, but for right now, boy, it's going to be hard to do a live stream today, Morgan. If
Mel,
welcome
in!
Family.
Yeah, that's too bad that we don't. That's actually for a reason though. We wanted to show off something new that we're adding also for base game called Science Baby. So,
Science Baby?
It's a social interaction, but you can also go to your phone and you can choose to have a science baby with somebody, either by yourself or with another Sim. So we're going to go and click on this. And you might notice that options are appearing here for Sims that you also don't have a romantic relationship with, which is really cool because it lets you kind of tell whatever story you'd like here, whether it be a surrogacy story.
Liza Bella gonna have a child?
Or, yeah, there's a lot of different stories you could tell with this.
Yeah, I know, like the first time I heard Science Baby, I was like, oh, what's that? But it's really this broad term that captures
That's
a
so
lot
cool.
of new possibilities for stories that you can tell. So whether it's a same-sex relationship, whether it's something platonic, whether it's a surrogacy, like you mentioned, there's all these
100
baby
cheese
that you just weren't able to tell in The Sims 4 previously.
Oh, that's
And
gonna
now
ruin
all
the
that's
Chunder
possible,
Baby
which is
challenge.
Such a great addition.
Mel, this is base game.
So for this
Mel,
live
this is
stream,
just the
Eliza
base
doesn't really wanna
game.
have a baby with Bob. She's going to have one with her friend Bella. They do have to be some degree of friends, but they are. So Bella agreed. And Eliza's going to go off now and have a science baby. We say yes, and whenever they have a science baby, they won't go through.
Mel, this is all
sort of
just base game so
instant
far.
thing.
100 science baby challenge. It'll happen. It's gonna happen. I swear.
So fast forward.
They do have to be like.
here.
They have to be like
And
know
I've
each
actually
other.
had twins before this way as well.
Oh, we'll see if we get lucky.
Oh, and
today.
it's immediate.
Girl, we'll name her Amelia Pancakes,
It's immediate.
and she's up here in the new bassinet.
There she is, cute little Amelia, and she's actually looking a little bit different. I think many of you tuning in today,
They have
like
little
know,
baby
our
faces.
newborns in The Sims 4 have been a
Makoto,
bit limited in terms of their appearance in the past.
Bella Goth and
In fact,
Eliza
we
had a
have
baby.
three
It's
natural
science
skin
baby.
tones
It's
they
like
can select
IVF
from.
and like
But with the update that's
things like
coming,
that. Like you can kind of use
our
it for whatever
newborns now
story
have the
wise.
same range of skin tone possibilities as all of our other Sims in game. So they're a much more
Baby
natural
skin tone
addition to
update.
the family right from the get-go. And we made some other improvements as well.
That's, what
They now
that's a
have
good
their
point. Yeah,
costumes
you make a
eye
good point,
color.
Kreis.
We've changed a bit about their overall appearance and the way that they move.
It looks like an old
just
man.
to skew them a little bit younger. They really do represent.
It does
those
cost
first
money.
few
You're
days
right,
of coming
Kreis.
home from the hospital now. But to talk a little
Yeah,
bit
so
more
Makoto,
about
you can have
improvements we
babies with
made to our
platonically
newborns,
or
because it's not
romantically
just
with people.
aesthetic.
Ash,
Why
welcome
don't I
in,
invite Cindy
America.
Lakshmi to join
I hope you
in
get your
and
blood
tell us
back
a little bit more
soon.
about the changes to them.
Babies do little men, so they look more
Hi,
realistic.
yeah. We did quite a few different things to help our newborns fit into the into
Okay.
the game a little better. The first thing we did was we smoothed out caring
This
for
even have size baby,
newborns.
honestly.
So now Sims can continue
Friendship
holding them
goals.
and seamlessly transition between interactions. And also a caregiver will automatically respond when they are crying. If you have a weather, we've added compatibility so that newborns will react to being outside in storms or extreme temperatures. They'll cry and let you know they're unhappy about that. The show off to interaction is a little easier to complete as well, and it now allows you to show a toddler their new sibling.
Nox, Panda isn't here today.
Children and toddlers actually got a new interaction.
You can't have babies with
called
Panda. Panda's not
Entertain,
here.
which allows them to be silly and spend a bit of quality time with the new family edition. And then one more
Maybe have
tweak
the
we
soldiers
made,
out. Yeah, I guess we can't leave the babies outside
was
anymore.
how long it takes a newborn to automatically age up into an infant. Since this stage is now just covering the very beginning of life, we shortened that time a little bit. But the other ages have been extended to make sure your Sims
They should
can
cry
see
during
their
thunderstorms.
little
Always like,
ones grow up. And maybe
indoor,
even
outdoor. I
have
hate
children
that,
of
but
their
why
own.
not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, super cute.
It's more realistic.
But as adorable as this newborn is, we really need an infant in this household in Oregon.
Age it up.
Yes, we do. Okay, so let's
Age
go
it
ahead
up.
and
Age
go
it up.
here.
Age it up.
Age them up early. I think she was going to show off the infant or the newborn.
Oh.
Age it up.
Okay, here we go.
And I love that Sims that are nearby will take
It's
pictures
true.
of it now. They recognize
Show us the
importance of those
traits.
moments.
So we could randomize a trait. There are actually traits for infants.
Cautious,
Yeah,
intense,
6 of them.
wiggly,
6 of
sunny,
them.
calm, and
And
sensitive.
they range from
I
sort
wanna
of
be a
sunny,
wiggly
happy,
one.
just generally
Wiggly
easier
worms.
infant to intense,
Worm mode, baby.
where they have big emotions and they're going to be a lot more of a challenge to play
I
with.
want a worm
10
mode,
sounds like a
baby.
handful for our stream today. Maybe we go back over to Sunny Morgan.
No. We're gonna go with cautious today. These Sims appreciate the familiar, but are slow to warm up to new experience, location, and Sims. Because I think we're gonna be able to show something cool specifically with that one during the live stream.
Yeah, let's do
Ooh.
it.
We don't want to make
Something
it too
cool.
Now, of course, you get to
It
not
floated to
only
the
select
ground.
these traits when your sim ages up into an infant, but infants can actually be fully customized and created and create a sim as well. So why don't we actually head into that mode and we'll see everything that you can do in there.
easy. Okay.
Baby Cass.
So this is pretty exciting because this is the youngest age sim we've ever been able to create a sim.
Oh, it's so
And
cute.
of course, they're fully customizable with everything you'd expect, whether that's hairstyles, accessories,
it's so
clothing, those
cute.
personality traits that we just saw. And as Morgan clicks through some of our different clothing options right now, why don't I invite Steph onto the stream, our infant concept artist. Tell us a little bit more about the clothing coming for infants.
Hi, everybody.
Look
We
at the
wanted
little
to
suit.
give players really cute basics that they could mix and match. We
The
have a bunch of
sunflowers!
new onesies,
The sunflower
leggings
shirt.
and tops. We have new full bodies that are super cute. Like I think we have like overalls.
And this is
Yeah,
all still
overalls are
base
really
game.
cute, and like that overall dress.
This is all still
We
base
also
game.
have some seasonal stuff. We have a winter suit, like it keeps your baby warm. We also have
I'm
a
going to
really
cry.
cute bear one. I think that's also my favorite. It's like that really fuzzy Sherpa material, super cute. And then also like if you know it's hot weather and you don't want to have much clothes on your baby, we also have cute baby diapers. And then
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
yeah, we have a bunch of those patterns. And
I
then
love the way they
for
rotate to show it.
yeah, and for more storytelling
This is so
options, we also
cute.
have some baby accessories. We did some really cute baby glasses.
Adorable.
They're so
Different out
cute.
so that we can see it better.
Yeah. And then we also added baby helmets.
Gotta keep
And
the
this was
noggin
something
safe.
brand new to me. I'm not a parent
That looks
myself,
so cute.
but I love. Not only did we get it in there, but just some really cute versions.
You know, I said
of
for the
it,
diapers
like
or for the actual
aviator goggles,
babies.
my absolute favorite.
Yeah, the aviator one was also my favorite.
Okay.
Did you want to show off some hair now?
Yeah, definitely. Let's look at some of the new hairs. I'll just
Yeah,
remove any
so
of the
for
filters.
the baby hairs, we wanted to give players lots of options. So we have some that are like, some babies have lots of hair,
We're
and then some
going on a
babies don't
trip
have as much
in our
hair.
favorite
And we
rocket
just
ship.
wanted to give the players those kinds
I'm
of
actually
options.
crying.
I think I think it's the
That's
second
so
one
cute.
from the bottom right to the left of, or right to the, yeah, that one. That one we're calling like the wispy one because that was like one of the harder ones.
That's
for
a
us
very
to achieve,
baby
'cause
hair.
We're truly trying to get like a new painting style. So hopefully that comes off really well as a newborn hair for you guys.
Because it does a great editing. That's so cute,
Super
Cries.
cute.
Yeah.
But of
And
course,
We
then-
match.
Oh, go ahead,
Oh,
Steph.
oh, you can go ahead.
Well, was there more that you were going to
I
want to
matched the
share? Because I
baby!
was going to move over to some of our cool skin detail options.
Oh yeah,
I'll
just
put my glasses on, I can match the baby even
ask if
more.
you wanted to go ahead and talk about stork bites.
Yeah, for sure. So let's
That's
bring
me.
Simguru Nova on to talk a little bit about our new skin details and stork bites for infants and some for our other ages as well.
Sure. Hello. So yeah, you can apply stork bites, which are birthmarks specifically for infants in CAS. And as they age up, they will fade away, similar to how stork bites work for infants in real life.
Wait, that's
but
cool.
You can make use of the new skin details we're offering in later ages as well. Coming to base game, we've added birthmarks across the ages in CAS, each with a set of swatches.
They better
to kind
show
of
us the birthmarks.
match different skin tones and
Yeah, they'll
ensure that they
fade!
show up visibly and look natural. And we've also, as you've seen in the cast preview, maybe, added a bunch of different additional skin details like stretch marks and a C-section scar to kind of help you create more realistic Sims
There's the
as
stretch
they move
marks.
through different stages in their life and represent, the changes that a Sim's body might go through as they age and raise a family. and things
I
like
think
that.
so. They're in a different category than tattoo, so my guess is they function differently.
I feel like the Sims feel a lot more real now with all of those details on them, so certainly been enjoying seeing that in game.
Yeah, and of course, variants across the board for each of those skin details. So
Isn't it so cool, Epic Nurse?
range of
Isn't it
skin
so
tones as
cool?
well.
I think there's one more thing before we hop out of cast we were wanting to show off today, and
Yep.
that is that under the view choice settings,
Oh,
we
besties, move
actually
your
also
Uh-huh.
camera.
added in a new option for can the Sim produce milk.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that should be able to help create a wider variety of Sims.
Yeah, additional storytelling options,
Mm-hmm.
especially around pregnancy and children.
Okay, so let's hop into some
That's
infants gameplay
cool.
and see
Yeah.
them in game.
Super cute. Let's go.
Little, what was her name? Amelia?
I can't
Yeah,
stop
little
yawning.
Amelia
I'm not that tired.
pancakes.
What was it? You can have your Sim. You can have a. There's
Alright,
a toggle
well,
to like
let's start
choose
with
if they
that.
can
Let's just show
produce
off
milk,
some
kind of like
of
if they can
these
like
cute
stand
new
up
things we're
and
gonna
pee
be
or like
doing
get a
with your
Sim
infants.
pregnant.
Maybe,
It's another thing like that for
let's give her a bubble
producing
bath.
milk.
It's pretty cute.
Now, of course, this is just one of the many different options in there that you're going to have for taking care of your infant. And infants have all of the
Although for
needs that
Sims
you
with
can
asking
do
bodies, I mean
from a
everyone
Sim.
has
So,
nipples.
we're taking care of their hygiene.
Everyone has
here, but
nipples.
Different options for sleep, for hunger,
So it'll work.
for attention.
And I
You'll
think
see
men,
all of
just
this
in
as we
general, can
go
also.
through
If
and
like if
play
you
a little
suck hard
today.
enough, men will
But
eventually.
you'll see all the
produce
cute
milk.
little interactions that Eliza does with her infant. She's testing the temperature.
I
of
said
the
I don't
water,
think we're gonna get that knocked. I don't think the game
putting
works
some
with
little
that.
bubbles
Also, ads are
on
gonna start about
Amelia's
45 seconds.
head,
I'm so
playing
sorry.
with the rubber ducky. Just perfectly
Makoto, be
adorable.
safe. I don't know what you're doing, but be safe while you
She
do
seems
it.
like a pretty good mom.
Yeah, but I
think
believe
there's
men can lactate
something
because they
that we
also
did
get
with
breast
that
cancer.
where,
So men can
with
lactate. It just
attachment.
takes a
Would
lot
you like
more
to tell us
effort.
a little bit about that, Lakshmi?
Yeah, sure. Both our newborns and infants are sort of trying to gauge if the world is a place where they are safe. If they're left crying or with low needs, they'll be feeling neglected. But when the Sims are caring for them
I hate
and
you
spending time with
guys.
them, then they form this good sense of attachment. To help understand how this attachment is developing, there are moodlets that will let you know how
I love a
cared
good
for your
moodlet.
infant is feeling. You
Eliza's
might see
hungry
one
as
on
well,
her
by the
now.
way, in
I'm
case
not
you were
sure,
curious.
since she just got a little love on the infant.
Does your track team in high school squeeze themselves hard to do? That's
Yeah. So
that sounds like
she
a very
got some
high school
care,
thing to
and
do,
so she's
Carrie.
feeling well cared for.
It's a very
So
high school boy thing to do.
A couple of examples are when an infant's got a good level attachment, then they won't feel neglected when they're crying because they trust that someone will come and help them. But if that care hasn't arrived in the past, then their attachment would be low, and so they'll feel extra sad when
They
their
can
cries are
deny
going
feeding?
unanswered. Also, as we just saw, when the Sim is caring for or showing affection to an infant, there are moodlets that help you gauge sort of how secure the infant is feeling.
Wait,
and
I
if
need to
you're-
give
if
my
you build
kid smashed
attachment as a
lemon.
newborn and an infant, we have 3 reward traits that can be earned when the Sim ages up. There's happy infant for a Sim that formed a good bond and therefore trusts that Sims have good intentions. And then top notch if they were very well cared for, which also means they like trust their caregivers specifically. And then if you intentionally push to the other end, there's also an unhappy infant, which will make them basically more skeptical of Sims. They have a hard time.
Okay, but can you control the infant?
Trusting the intentions of those Sims.
But can
I
you
love
control
that
the
it
infant?
tells that story of like care and attachment from early in life, and then carries through the rest of a Sim's life and helps form that strong foundation for them.
Say if I'm not sure if they
Now,
can
Morgan,
pump
I
or
saw you
not.
clicking on the high
If
chair
they
a
can't, they'll
second
definitely
ago,
someone like
and I
will
bet
definitely
a
mod
lot of
it.
people in our chat were just groaning. Oh no, not the high chair! Anything but the high chair. We all know about the high chair. Our longtime veterans, a lot of them will know. It's one of those tricky objects.
I know.
It was always a little
It's gonna
difficult
be
to play
rough.
with
I'm
your
excited
toddlers,
though.
but fear not, we've made a number of quality of life improvements to the high chair. So some of those
Is that
issues you
so?
experienced in the past where a toddler would just constantly want to get in and out of the high chair and have trouble feeding them in it, that should be much better now. And it's not just for our toddlers. Of course, all those improvements are there for infants as well, so that you get to really enjoy that object and some of the new gameplay that we've added around it. And what are you trying
Carrie,
right now,
high
Morgan?
chairs are just
We're
bugged
trying
in
mashed
general.
peas right now. So infants always they try their new food, can't because they're currently trying it, but there's a selection of different baby foods you can try with your infants.
That's so cute.
And they'll either be unsure, they'll like it, they'll love it, or they'll dislike it, and they react accordingly. And it's really cute to watch them and see as they figure out what they like and they don't. You might notice that she was unsure about mashed peas. That's one of those ways that Amelia's trait here, that she's cautious, is going to come into play.
Okay, let's say we
because
can
she's
play
gonna
as
be
the
less certain
toddlers.
if she likes food more often than other infants are.
Wait, look at her little shoes!
There's a lot of little things like that within those traits packed into how
She's
they
got little
behave
bear
differently.
booties!
That's cute.
And I'll give another tip to the non-parents out there, I guess. Another thing I learned while working on this update is that exploring foods in the high chair, that's really about like establishing
Not that
those
having UI
moments of
cheats and
care
fixing all the
attention
needs.
with parents. It's about trying new things and exploring the world around them, and less about satisfying hunger. So just before that, you were bottle feeding Amelia here, and we added a nice new option around that as well, because either bottle feeding or breastfeeding,
Okay,
that's
good.
the
You can play
best
as
way
the
to go about
toddlers.
satisfying an infant's hunger. Now, previously you had to select that each time, whichever option it was that you preferred. But now you can designate the preference for your infant.
That's fun.
And Sims will automatically do that when they're playing autonomously, or when you use or direct them to help feed an infant. Now here, little Amelia, she's found her way over to the toys in the living room.
She's so
And
cute.
of course, she's playing with some of the building blocks, but I see some of her new sensory toys behind her as well.
Yeah. Go play with one of those while we wait for.
For being Bella
my
and
brother to come
Eliza's
down
kid,
here.
she looks surprisingly like Bob.
And what's Iggy?
Cries,
trying
I
to
read that as
try
chicken,
doing?
and I was like, the children, the infants and the chickens
Maybe
can
we could
interact,
play
and I was like, how
little,
would you know
peekaboo
that?
with Amelia. I think that's my favorite new interaction. They're super cute when they do it. Squeak, squeak,
The
squeak.
frog squeaks.
I think he got bored because she was playing other games. She was ignoring him.
Play peekaboo.
Oh, she didn't like that. Well, she is really tired. It is time for her to have a nap.
Okay, well
Baby nap
maybe we give her a
time.
rest.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take her on upstairs to her crib. And put her to bed here.
Now this crib looks a little bit different than the ones that we saw earlier when we were looking at all the cribs. You've added in to this one, haven't you, Morgan?
Yep. It has been upgraded to have a little oh no, I always want to call them carousels. They're not carousels.
Yeah,
Mobiles.
Yeah.
Little
I wanna see what the
mobile
upgrades
that,
are.
and there's two options. There's I think a space one and then this bird one, which is my favorite.
Space?
So oh, she might be wanting to.
Carl, welcome in. How are you?
We waited a little too long to put
I know.
her
I
to
love
bed,
that you
and
can
now she's
upgrade
grumpy.
them. I think it's so cool.
So we're going to go on upstairs. And the reason why we're using the one with the carousel, we have the one downstairs that's portable, but you have to soothe them to sleep sometimes to help them go to sleep, especially if they're like a wiggly infant or something.
Yep.
That's gonna be so annoying for them to
So
challenge.
you soothe them, you can kiss them to get them to go to sleep a little better. But if you have
I know,
you
we're
can
doing 2 more
actually
weeks.
just
Hi, Gimbal.
play a lullaby,
Gimbal wants to
and
be a
that's
baby
going
right
to
now.
help them go to
Hi,
sleep
buddy.
a little bit easier.
So soothing.
Yep, and she fell right asleep.
I might need a little nap myself, Morgan. It might be time for me to get ready to bounce
Oops, the
out of
cat.
this stream.
Yeah, I think we have a little with the.
Yeah, so before I go, I think, of course, we're looking
Gimbal
at
probably
just our
needs a
base game
mobile.
update today, and we're only playing with base game. But we've got a whole wealth of packs out there that I'm sure many of you have. And so we added a lot of content for infants across some of those packs as well. So when I think about expansion packs, like, of course, with cats and dogs, your infants are going to be able to pet the dog. That's always the most important question to the internet, right?
That's my
Or if you have a
keyboard,
game
sir.
pack,
That
like,
was
say,
rude.
Parenthood, that's something that should really naturally integrate with an experience with infants, and it absolutely will. So as you're developing your parenting
Gimbal
skill,
is a wiggly
you're going to find new
child.
ways to provide better care for your infants.
He is a wiggly one.
And even with some of our stuff packs, like Nifty Knitting, for example, there's a bunch of onesies that you can knit for your infants. So definitely, try it out with some of the different packs out there and see what you can discover. I think they're really nice part of the overall Sims 4 experience. Cool.
Well, thanks for joining today.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really happy to give this detailed look at
I'm so
Vince. Now,
excited.
of course, this is coming to all players, all platforms on March 14th. So excited for you to get your hands on it. And we're going to take a really short break. Don't go anywhere.
A short break?
As fun as this was, you're about to see all of the great content coming with the Sims
New
4
pack, new pack, new
Growing
pack.
Together, our newest expansion pack. I myself am going to say goodbye for today. Morgan's going to stay
Gimbal,
here
you
with
can't
you.
play with everything on my
But
desk.
I'm going to
Stop
tag
it.
in Grimsu Rudoy, our lead designer on Growing Together.
I love
to show off
Simgur
all the
Rudoy.
great content that's coming. So don't go anywhere. We'll
this.
be back in just a minute.
Enjoy the trailer.
Stop it!
Your whims zot yonder but you don't know. When we was plunger, your whims zot yonder but you don't know. When we was plunger, proof with ransom. Your blood's a lot of words. Your thirsty words are
Gosh, they are infant up. This is an space
words
game.
and words. So
It's still a space game. Everything so far is space game.
For love has fly, but we're free to kite. You never let give show. Your whims zot yonder, but you don't know.
Yeah, it's a huge update, Nay. It's a huge update.
Yonder, but you don't know.
So your 5 days off. Sarah Soul Freedom and 5 days off. That's such a good days off. I hope you enjoy your good days off. America is such an old person. Oh, I see Captain in chat.
Your whims up yonder, but you know now. Whoever was plunger, your whims up yonder, but you know now. Whoever was plunger.
That was a good time. You heard what I said, America.
Hi.
There onesies.
Welcome back.
Look at the Lion King outfit.
I'm very excited to be here.
Nox, it's the 14th.
I don't know if I just want to be clear. This is not normally what I dress like to come into work. I do not. develop the Sims
Harry
for
Potter as an
English all the time, but
I do.
it's a special. Yes, Morgan does. But it's a special occasion, so we thought we get dressed up a little bit.
He's a sloth.
I'm a sloth,
If you were unsure.
Oh, he is a sloth. That's very
and we're
funny.
here to talk about The Sims 4 growing together.
As was announced earlier, this is Grimsy Rudoy.
Oh yes, hello. Sim Guru Morgan still with us.
I love Sim Guru.
And if you hear Morgan saying Scott, that's also me. My name is Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Online, if you follow me on Twitter, I go by
Does this start
Grimsy
working with
Rudoy,
the-
for reasons that we're not going to get into
He doesn't
here.
do like game, like he doesn't work
but yeah,
directly
I was
on the games. He doesn't. He does. He's not qualified to make games. He does the tech
our expansion
to makes it so people can
and
make
I'm very
games.
very excited to be able to show you a lot of the stuff.
And I feel like they probably have their team for that already. And there's
Here's
also
some
a lot of
outfits. Why
it
don't
in
you
person.
Tell us a little bit about like a brief overview of you.
And I don't want to have to.
I would love to do that. Yes.
To where
So
EA is.
with
That'd be cool,
The Sims
though.
4 growing together, what we wanted to do was we wanted to give you, the player, the opportunity to really
Look at the cast.
celebrate the kind of full
Also, this
lifetimes
chat,
and
very
memorable
respectful today.
milestones of every Sim
All the
family,
toxicity
all
is
the
probably
different
on
kinds of
YouTube right
families
now.
we know you're making, you're playing with, and explore the unique ways in which they may interact
Chicken
with each other.
onesie.
And I'm gonna step back a little bit. I'm gonna talk a little bit about kind of our design pillars, our design goals for this pack. We're gonna see examples of them in the stream today, but I'm gonna talk about kind of what we were trying to hit with growing together.
It was
the
a
first one, we
chicken.
started off
It
with
had
the
the
core
little
of kind of making sure that family
thing on its head.
matters, right? That
That's
when
true,
you
Carrie.
are
Everyone's getting what they
interacting
want, so everyone's being
with
nice.
family members, that it feels different.
YouTube is
than
scary,
when you are
yeah. YouTube is
interacting
usually scary.
with a
I did
random
open
Sim
Discord.
walking down the sidewalk. So whether that is your close family, whether that is extended family, whether you have family kind of across multiple households, right, living in different lots, kind of all those different makeups and family, that it feels special and meaningful
All
to
of
be
my kids are
interacting
gonna
between
wear it. I'm gonna have a duck child army.
and then kind of going out beyond that, the next thing we looked at was really
No, this is
deepening
toddlers.
and making
We're
more
just looking at
meaningful
Cass.
all of our relationships across the game. Obviously, our family relationships had to feel different, had to feel special. But when we were looking at that, and we're going to talk about some of these features that I'm really excited about for growing together that do this, we wanted to make all of our relationships deeper and make them more meaningful, so that
I can
when
have
you
a flock
two
of
Sims,
infants in duck clothes.
talking to each other, conversing, having these social interactions, that they really do feel like they are two individual Sims with unique kind of social preferences and compatibility.
Yeah,
and-
no,
and
I don't think
making
it'd be
it
cool,
so
but I don't
that,
think it's gonna happen.
It doesn't feel like any two
You're right,
Sims
Mizo.
conversing
Overall's
at
never
any
goes
time
out.
are like
Look at the necklace.
any
Is that
other two
on the
Sims,
outfit that
those
she's wearing?
conversations,
Oh yeah, it
those
was on the outfit. That's
relationships are
cute.
different and unique.
This
And
cast
then
is
once we did that,
gorgeous.
the thing that I really enjoy is kind of like the icing on the cake for growing together is we really wanted
Oh my
to
gosh, look
provide
at Grandma
a sense of the drama
down
of
here.
life that we were excited about when we looked at the lifetimes of our Sims and how to make them interesting throughout. And here we kind of did it in two ways. We
They're
gave
so cute.
we made features where
I
players
love
are
that
able
hairstyle.
to really start off their Sims in a dramatic fashion. Give them
Look at
kind of
that!
like,
Look at this! Look at this!
interesting
Look
ways
at this!
to relate
Look
to
at
each
look,
other,
look,
but
look.
also be able to trigger potentially moments in their story that are more dramatic. But we also had the game be a little more reactive. We have some features in growing together that I think are really fun, that really I think of as sort of like story prompts for your Sims, that give them an opportunity to maybe take a little detour on the story that you had in mind for them, and gives you as the player
This
still
cast is
control to kind of say
amazing.
yes or no to that story prompt, but might take you in a direction that kind of throws a little bit of extra drama in their life, that I think is really fun and makes it
That's really
so
cute. I
that
used to have a
their
shirt similar to
lifetimes
that.
feel full and meaningful. So yeah, I mean, thank you for indulging me. That was a little bit kind of like designy. We didn't get to see any of that yet, but we're gonna see
I wonder if
examples
this is
of
a
all of
family
that, I think.
in the
and that was
pack.
really what we wanted to do with growing together.
Did they say new
and I would like to think
tattoos?
that we succeeded. But we can
I would love new
look at some of their
tattoos.
outfits now first, and then I'll be really excited once we get into live mode to kind of tie back to a lot of those things that I was just talking about.
There's a lot to cover today, like a lot, as you could tell.
Yes. I'm covering as much of
Oh, maybe they're okay.
my body as I
Maybe
can.
there
with this.
is.
It's gonna get really hot. I'm gonna say it right now.
That's a good
I'm already
hat.
sweating a little bit and regretting my choices.
That's a
but
good hat.
We got a couple hours to go. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine.
Grandpa can be wearing that while gardening in the back.
Well, would you like
Yeah,
to
there's a decent
talk
amount
to
of
us?
men's casts.
We've been looking at some outfit things here. Would you like to tell us about the pack clothing here, and
What's
maybe
this?
point out some of your favorite pieces we can look at.
What's
Yeah.
this?
Hello, everybody. As you can see here, we are trying to include clothing and
Do you see this?
accessories for all ages. Elders,
His last name
adults,
is Lumberjackson.
children, toddler, and of course more cats for infants. So for
Grandma!
the clothing style we have for this pack, you will find urban, casual, everyday wears, and refined
Oh, and she doesn't
vintage
have it.
style. The modern design with vintage aesthetic for early spring
I
and
love
summer
that
clothing.
dress. I'm gonna put all my Sims in
And
that
I
dress.
think there's one of my favorite. If you go to the female top, there's a mohair cardigan with a corset underneath. Yeah, this one is one of my favorite. We include
I love
the
it.
plaid and stripe pattern options with some vintage color and pastel
It looks bad
color.
with the
It's
skirt,
very,
but it's really cute.
spring vibe. That which you can match with some other sets with other family members' clothing. Like if you go, yeah, this toddler.
You can-
If you choose full body, oh yeah, this one you can match it together. Yeah, we include some pattern options that that families members' clothing they can coordinate on each other.
We could take.
And then here's the full body one you were talking about.
Yeah.
We can take family photos.
That's really
Matching!
cute. I love the
Evan, welcome
idea of
in.
just kind of
I've
having
never
matching
wanted
family
matching
outfits.
family photos more than I do now in my entire life.
Do you have any favorite outfits?
Do I have any favorite outfits? I don't know if you can tell. I'm a fan of costumes.
I can't wait.
Jen,
Jen,
so I
welcome
like the full body
in! How
costumes.
are
There's one
you?
for, is it for the infants that I'm thinking of? That is the, it's like the duck.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorites. I love the duck. I love being able to dress up your infants like little animals. I did that as a parent. I'm sure all parents do. I think you legally have to take a picture of your infant when it is at the age where you can put them in a bunch of these outfits and then share them with family. The other
Besties,
one
go
that I also
spam the
really
duck
enjoy is I
emote
think we
right
have it
now.
on our elder right now, which is that headscarf.
Oh yeah, this one's great.
Which is super cute and like really versatile, and it's something that I feel like I'm gonna put on a lot of my Sims from here on out.
I'm so excited.
And we used our new tech with this too. So if your hair color is different, it also updates with your hair color.
We need the
So
duck
that's
emotes in
cool.
chat.
Very cool.
Yeah. I think Molly, didn't you have some favorite
I love
pieces
Grandma.
too?
Yes, I did. So the child accessories that are like bead necklaces and
That's
the
so
bead
cute.
bracelet. all
Wait, those
sponsors
are actual
so
items.
cute, and like the different beads that it puts on them for that one, like I love it, and I love the bracelet. They just remind me of being a kid and making
I'm obsessed
little
with
chunky
that.
bead bracelets for everybody in my house and like making them wear them.
Wait, the
Those
hairs
are
were separate of the
amazing.
bonnet? Oh, that's amazing. I
Um,
missed that.
Steph, did you have any favorites? And I think you were going to talk to us today about some of the hairs.
Yeah, for hair for the Sims 4 Growing Together, we collaborated with Lacey Redway, a professional hairstylist, bringing her expertise to the Sims 4.
Ooh.
We added a bunch of
Collab
new
with
braid
actual
styles that
hairstylists?
we hope are gonna be improving our catalog, and we really hope that the players are gonna enjoy. One of my favorites is the one with the top bun, the braid bun.
That's
The
such
one
a
with
cute
the really big
hairstyle.
bun on the
This one?
Yeah, that one.
That's fun.
We really tried to improve our baby hairstyling so it looks more natural and it blends more with the hair. We also and then another favorite one was that
Why don't they just sort by
the
the
short
pack?
curly one. We have one that's a solid color, but my favorite is the one that's colored. So we kept the natural root color, and then the color options are like just the curly tips.
Oh, that's
so that one was
fun.
really fun to do. Yeah.
Very
And then we
cool.
also have some more infant hairs that we're adding.
Yeah, I think this
So
is
we
fun.
have some options for like different like textures. You have the curly, wavy.
It's a little
But then my
heart.
favorite one is I call it the pineapple hair bun. Yeah.
Her birthmark
You
is a
always
little
you always
heart.
have to do that to it when their hair is just long enough, and you're like, oh, I could put it in a ponytail now.
Leo's little.
There's
Leo's
also
a
hair for
heart.
other age groups as well.
Besties, why are we flipping everyone?
That's something I really like about this pack is how many different options there are across the different age groups. But I think I had her and her mom have matching hair because I thought that was really cute. Okay.
Yeah, I really like that kind of like
They're so
from a create a sim perspective and kind of making sure that, you know, from the design side, we're looking at the entire lifetime of the sim, right? Really looking at all the age stages here, and create a sim kind of reinforcing that with getting those styles and those accessories and those hairs like across all those life stages as well.
I love this
So
cast.
I forgot actually to introduce this family.
Mhm.
This is the Lumberjackson family.
That's so funny.
Technically on the gallery, if you downloaded him, his name is Kurt Lumberjackson, but that was before he was a secret agent, and I renamed him to Ron Lumberjackson. So I'm aware you can't get me on that, but like his name is now Ron Lumberjackson.
Right,
just so you
for
know.
safety reasons.
Yes, for safety reasons. And
I remember Ron actually. I think from the werewolves stream.
Ron's
Is that
my
right?
favorite sim.
Yes. You probably just didn't introduce them because you're so familiar with Ron.
Yeah, and I think I've updated him to have, which we forgot to mention, some of our new skin details that come with
these
this
freckles.
pack.
These are really
So there's like freckles, and also some moles, which are amazing.
Yes.
He's got kind of a beard in the way there, but yeah, and there's also body freckles. You can kind of see it here. I think on his mom, she has some body freckles down here.
Amazing.
A little risque. Yeah.
Just let,
Not little
let
orphan
Mama
Annie
wear
all
what
grown
Mama
up.
wants. Come on.
She's like, oh, my makeup's not done.
She's little orphan Annie all
okay,
grown up under that bonnet.
Yeah, the Lumberjacksons. This is his wife Mira, and these are their kids. They also have a newborn, so we can show off some new pack specific stuff for newborns. And then this is
New stuff
Mama
for
Lumberjackson,
newborn?
Ron's mama. So she's also here with this family. And speaking of this, Molly, would you like to tell us a little bit about the family dynamics feature that we're adding with this pack?
Why, yes, I would like to tell you about it. So basically, you can set a family dynamic now between any two members of a family. It creates unique tones to each relationship, sort of.
He's got a difficult relationship with his daughter.
Oh, sorry. It creates unique tones to each relationship, so you can kind of influence the autonomous behavior between two sims, and
so
give them
excited.
unique buffs and interactions when interacting together. They can be gained either in cast or
I know you paused. Hold on, Nova. I know you paused earlier because you were hearing an echo. I'm not sure. We can't tell if it's going out across the stream. I hear an echo. I'm gonna blame Frost, so I'm just gonna give a moment to see if we need to like mute
There's
someone,
no echo.
and then we can continue.
No echo, please. No
I think
echo,
I see a
besties.
mute icon where
I
there
think
wasn't one
he's muted
before.
now. I think
Okay,
we're
cool.
good.
Go for it.
Thank goodness, it's real hard to
It totally threw me off a little bit while I was talking, so I was like, "Oh my god, I'm like hearing myself speak." Okay, anyways, yeah. So
wait,
you
who's Hot Knox?
family. It creates sort of like a unique tone to the relationship. It mainly influences how those sims autonomously
have a battle with my
interact
mom
with each
and stuff,
other.
just like
But
real
they also get unique buffs and interactions when they're together, depending on their dynamic. It can be gained in casts, as you
We
can
love
see
the
here,
realism.
or via natural gameplay
okay.
adventure moments, or via the new keepsake box objects, which we'll see later. And once it's set in cast, they're mostly permanent, as you can also see here, but the new dynamics can still be discovered via adventure moments during gameplay, so they can change
Adventure
over time,
moments?
depending on those two sims' experience with each other. They can also be removed via a dynamic remover potion, which can be purchased from the reward store.
You can get a potion
in-game.
remove it.
But some examples
We're
of
all
how
into
they
the
impact autonomous behavior is so you'll see between Mira and Ron, they have the jokesters dynamic. They'll autonomously run funny interactions with each other or just kind of make each other laugh when they're nearby. They'll also get special playful buffs with each other too.
I want to know what all the dynamics
distant
are.
Sims, if they were to have that dynamic, would mostly autonomously avoid each other while in the same house, unless you go out of your way to make them interact. When they do,
Wait,
they'll
wait,
get a
what,
pretty strong
Nox?
tense buff and feel kind of awkward being around their distant family member.
Me too, Nicole.
One cool thing to note too is when the dynamic will also be present when a family member lives in another household. So let's say you have a mother and a daughter with a close dynamic. Once the daughter moves out, the mother might call more often, but if they had the distant dynamic, they'd really hardly ever reach out to one another.
Oh, I love that.
I like that. That's a lot of storytelling in
Yeah,
this feature.
and being able to see that kind of like
I
once
should have
that,
waited to do my
like, naturally, right, as kind
Runaway
of
Teen
you grow up, you might
challenge
be
until
kind of
this
changing
pack
your
came
households.
out.
Households might be kind of splitting.
So it made it so
you
much
might be taking
better.
a younger sim and moving them out, and that kind of staying meaningful as a dynamic is really cool. I just wanted to clarify
Great Sims
the
chat.
reason we don't see in right now you being able to set these is for the sake of this
Hi,
stream
husband.
and setting up kind of like our household. They were set up earlier.
How
in
does
Create
he
a Sim.
already
If
have a
we are coming
screenshot
in
of
Create a Sim
that?
fresh, you would see the drop downs for family dynamic being accessible.
That's
here.
amazing,
So just
though.
kind of once once you have
Besties, go look at
growing
Sims chat in
together,
Discord.
the first time you go into cast, you'll actually see that you can set these as Nova was saying.
And we can see a little bit more about these in game later. But we're still not done in cast.
No.
There's so
Yeah,
much
there's
more
so
in
much.
cast.
I was going to mention one other thing. I don't know if Nova mentioned it. One of the things that I like about dynamics is also if you have them set and you are playing as those Sims, you'll also see the kind of suggestions made in the social kind of options in the pie menu kind of change to reflect what the dynamic might be. And that's also, I feel like, a really in a subtle way that we're kind of tipping the scales and being like, this is the way these two Sims sort of like to interact with each other.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so we know about the preferences, the likes and dislikes
Characteristics?
category
Had them
here.
Conversation
and music
topics?
genres, one we've had before. You might have heard some soul music playing while you were waiting, and we've added soul music.
Great new
Love
tracks.
some soul.
So that's awesome. But we also have two new categories here with this pack: Sims characteristics and conversation topics. Do you want to take us through these as well, Nova?
Yes, you're not so easily rid of me. I'm still here. So yeah, these are the two main pillars of social compatibility, which is a feature coming with Growing Together. Sim characteristics, as you can see here, each category represents a grouping of Sims based on a certain archetype. The way it works is when your Sim likes one of these categories, they'll gain compatibility score
Again
with
in the
other Sims
Discord?
that fall
More
into
in the
that
Discord?
category.
Or just the
When
one
they dislike
screenshot
it,
already?
they'll lose compatibility score.
Yeah, just
And
the
when
one.
those two
Where
Sims
did she
meet,
get that?
their
Where did
compatibility will be calculated where did Matt based
get that
both
on
Sims'
Twitter?
preference,
I want to
dislikes,
know.
and dislikes, which we'll see a little bit later in game. The compatibility is platonic in nature, so it can be between family members, and it's also available for child Sims and up. Those select few categories are only available for teens and olders, like related to romance, things like that. You might be asking how are Sims determined to be in each of these categories, like what makes a cerebral Sim or an egotistical Sim. There's three main things. One is traits, including those you set in CAS, and some aspiration reward traits. Likes
Thank you,
and dislikes
America.
from the activities category, like piano or knitting, things like that. And the third is
Ads are gonna start in about a
lifestyles
minute
from
as a heads
Snowy
up. I need
Escape.
to sit back. My shoulders
And when your
are
Sim
hurting.
likes or dislikes that category, every Sim they meet is checked for those three main elements to see if they fall into that category. And you might have been able to tell from how I was explaining it, but there's tons of cross-pack compatibility here. You'll see the
This
tooltips for each
might
section
make me
describes
become
the
a
base
game
game
player.
traits that tie into them, but almost every category has traits from across a ton of different packs that tie into them.
Drink Up Festival?
Pretty much every trait we've released so far is represented in at least one of these categories. So an example we can show is homebody Sims, which are Sims that kind of like to stay home and pursue
That's
more
me.
like calm and laid back endeavors. The base game ones
Nicole,
that it
this
mentions,
is
like
all of the
Bookworm,
pack stuff.
Clumsy, etc., are there, but it
That's
also
little.
includes
I don't know yet,
socially
Bezo.
awkward from High
Oh
School
wait, is
Years
that
and
the
laid back, which is an
relationships?
aspiration trait from Island
Is that the
Living.
dynamics? That might
It
be the
includes,
dynamics.
some cross-pack activity preferences.
I might have
like
missed that's the
baking from Get
dynamics.
to Work or knitting from Nifty Knitting, and also includes the
But Nicole,
sedentary
this is all
lifestyle
of
from
the
Snowy
pack
Escape. So
items, like the pack
if
features.
you're looking to add some challenge to your game when it comes to sim relationships, I'd highly recommend not just liking or disliking a few, but not being afraid to dislike a decent selection. Boldly declare your sim's preferences and ensure that your sim has varied compatibility scores with a diverse number of sims. Like Kara here will definitely find a decent number of sims that she does not get along with. So it'll create a little more challenge. And I will add that this is much easier to do because we've upped the like and dislike count to 50, and that's coming to base game as well. So you'll be able to choose up to 50 likes and dislikes across all categories.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I like this too because in general, before, if you ever like argued with the sim, they would be like, "Oh, I don't like that," but maybe they do now.
Yeah, I'm about to enter my
Yeah, I
gameplay
think
era.
This is one of those things that when we were kind of looking at deepening our relationships, right, with growing together, really got
She's
to
yeah, she's
when
a
you
true
think about the
feisty
way you
redhead.
interact with even your friends, and the way that you might like see somebody and be like, right, I feel like I'm gonna have a good connection with
Hi,
this person
America's
or a bad
mom.
connection with this person, and taking
Right,
it outside
go feed yourself,
of
Makoto. That's a
sort
good
of,
idea.
the romantic realm, as Nova said. These are at their base platonic. There is this this kind of nice personality that we already have for all of our sims, and being able to use that as a tool to kind of help determine these sim characteristics and likes and dislikes. I think we did. The team did an incredible job in terms of trying to figure out what these characteristics could be, and doing that, as you heard from Nova, like deep mapping onto all of the ways that you already can set personality in your sims.
This is making me so excited.
And
yeah, and I was gonna say we'll get a chance to see how that looks in game a little later too.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. So let's look really quick here at conversation topics as well.
Yeah, so this is the
I need to
second
start
big
that.
pillar of social compatibility.
Pacific, if you're here, when does your shell do? Oh, Pacific's not
conversation
here.
topics are tied to the pie
She's in a
menu
meeting.
reorganization, which we'll see later. But essentially, each of these likes and dislikes represent whether or not your sim would
30th?
prefer
Oh,
other
right,
sims
birthday shell.
to use those types of interactions on them as
Okay,
the
cool, we got
recipient.
time.
For example, Kara dislikes affection. That means that if a sim tried to go and perform an affection interaction on her, 99% of the time she's going to decline
Buddy the train?
it because she
That
doesn't
means
like
you're a
affection.
hype train conductor
She
from the
does
last
like
hype train.
complaints, however, though. So if a sim went up to her with a friend,
So you were one of the first 3 activities to start it.
If you have seasons, then she would love that because she is all about the complaining. She's all
I love a
down
good
for a good
complain.
fetching session if you're having
Oh my gosh, I
issues
can like
in your life.
gossiping.
And so kind of what this does is it creates a much more complex social landscape throughout the game. So if you have sims that have a really diverse set of likes and dislikes across these categories, you really have to learn what each sim likes and dislikes when it comes to socializing. And because they won't accept interactions that are in categories they dislike, it's going to be really hard to get away with going up to Ron and presenting arguments. For example, he will especially dislike argument interactions. But if you go up to him and try to gossip, he's always wants
I also
the tea,
dislike
so
arguments.
he will love that, and it'll be a lot easier to gain.
Gimbal sitting on the
relationship with
blanket
him.
on my floor and pouting.
And similar to sim characteristics, I would definitely recommend choosing a diverse variety of these, and it'll really present a nice challenge when it comes to making new friends.
Definitely. So we'll look more at that in game as well. But wait, we're not done in Cass.
Are we not? My.
What do we still
What
have?
more could we look at in here?
Oh,
What
there's
more
new
could there
traits for
be, Morgan?
kids.
Well, with the aspirations,
Sound alerts are
we
on Nox.
actually added
Jamie,
from,
welcome
like,
in.
for the first time since base game, 4 new aspirations for children. These were the 4 that came with base game.
Yes.
And then
Now under multi-scale, we have 4 entirely new child aspirations. Incredible. This is the thing that I really like here is that if you've played kids a lot in The Sims 4,
Oh, I'm so
you've probably
excited.
played with the 4 aspirations that we've had. Since
Yeah,
base game.
a little bit, yeah.
And
About
being
200
able
times
to
at
double
least.
the number of aspirations that you can choose, I think really gives that variety for how children can feel in terms of what their goals might be for that age stage. And the other thing that I think is really cool about these is our base game aspirations were really about focusing on a particular child's skill. And these new ones have a kind of mix of interactions and things to do with new
excited.
Features and objects.
America,
and
go
growing
eat
together,
food!
But also are trying to really, as you can see, they're named multi-skill, right? To have the child be a little bit more diverse in terms of their skill building, which I think opens up those storytelling possibilities for what kind of kid you're kind of making and what they're.
Kind
what
of
they're
food
doing.
lunch. What are you having for lunch?
Okay, well,
I
let's
had
hop
mac
in
and cheese for
game.
lunch.
This was a lot in
The
cast.
Super Sim over again.
So-
Maybe we'll resurrect
I
our
think it was
Super
worth
Sim.
it. There's just a lot to show there.
With the new
and,
pack.
I think the other thing that we hopefully have set the stage well for is being able to then see how some of these choices that you
Are you
might
gonna show
make
us San
in
Sequoia
Creative
now?
Sim are going to translate in game. One of the things
Show
I'm
me
gonna go a
San
little bit
Sequoia.
high level design again. One of the things that I think we really wanted to do with
Show
this
me
pack
San
was
Sequoia.
to empower players that really want to set up a story, right? And in Creative Sim, being able to really like dig deep into those family dynamics, into those personalities, into those characteristics, into the kind of conversation topics, and really set up your household how you want them to behave to each other and to the world. But we also wanted, if
It
you were the
kind
kind
of
player
reminds
that were
me
going
of
into-
Sims
is going into
3.
cast and maybe didn't have that full story.
It's
in your
kind of
head, or
there's
maybe you're
12
just like,
lots.
I don't want to
Nicole,
spend a ton
there's
of time
12.
setting that up because like I'm not sure who these Sims are yet, right?
There's
That
4
what
in
we'll
each
see reflected
neighborhood.
Is we have ways
It's
in gameplay
average.
to have
But look at the
those
splash
emerge and have
pad!
your Sims
I want to
evolve,
go to
and I
the
think that's
splash
something that's quite
pad!
really cool about this pack. I know you've been on this. You want to show off the world. I know people are excited about this
That's
world.
valid,
Let's
Knox.
talk about that before we dive into into live mode properly.
I like what you had to say, Scott.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So
We don't have
this
any
is
apartments,
San
though.
Sequoia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of loosely inspired by San Francisco, which is where we're at.
Yeah.
So my bear head fell off. There,
Important,
I
and
fixed it.
yeah, we gotta keep this ready.
We have 3 neighborhoods here at the Anchor Point Wharf, which we'll be
Okay.
visiting later. And learning more about
Is that
it.
a 60
Gilbert
by
Gardens
60? A 64 by
and,
64 or 50 by
Hopewell
50?
Hills. And yeah, we'll be
The
looking
big
at all 3 of
house.
these neighborhoods.
50
I'd
50 by
like to do
40.
a quick shout out to G Jack, Delagracy, and Little Simsy, who built lots for us here.
That's right. They built our lots that you can see some of them here. We'll be visiting a few of them as well.
Here's we're not loading them, we're loading into Lumberjackson family today. So here we go.
Yeah. And I really like one thing. I will see each of the kind of neighborhoods in a little more depth, but you can see from the kind of world map as well. I like the obviously where we have a personal attachment to kind of the inspiration of the San
Look at the
Francisco
treehouse.
suburbs and neighborhoods.
Ooh,
One
look
of
at the
things that I really
treehouse.
like about the Bay Area, about San Francisco, is that
That's a cute
the
look.
kind of
That's a
suburbs and
Simsy
neighborhoods of San
house if I
Francisco
ever
each
saw
have their
one.
own little feel, and I think that's something that we reflected well in San Sequoia, which is that. If you visit
That is a
each
new
of
wall
these kind of
texture.
neighborhoods within
This is a new wall texture.
They have a slightly different feel, even though they're all part of the same area, right? I think that's clear from the wonderful work our environment team has done. But I really like that there's a slightly different vibe in each of the neighborhoods.
Definitely.
Zoom in. I want to see the wall texture.
Great. Would you like to give us some background on Hope Hill? Yeah, that's the right one.
That's
Hopewell
where we are,
Hills.
right?
I
Yeah,
don't
Hopewell
think
Hills.
there's
This is
any
Hopewell
new
Hills.
textures.
Yes.
It could be.
Hi,
It might be
hello.
new, but I don't
so,
think it is.
yeah, as you had mentioned, when we were kind of thinking about San Sequoia, we wanted to be
She did
inspired
write
by
nice
the
house
Bay
in
Area,
chat.
And what I love about the Bay Area is that we've got these different types of neighborhoods, and Hopewell Hills is basically sleepy suburbs, if that's the kind of dynamic you're looking for. So as you can see, it's really just lots of nicely spaced out houses here. And you're
It's a cute
probably thinking,
neighborhood.
okay, San Sequoia, I see a lot of trees here. I'm not seeing any sequoias. What's that about? Well, there's some lore there that you can get into. I'll mention that a little bit later too, but I wanted to just call attention over
Suburgatory.
here to Old Stumpy, the remnants of our sequoias. And I feel like I
Old
think maybe
Stumpy.
Sim Gurudoy has something he may need to account for here when we talk about the sequoias.
Okay.
I love
I knew this
lore.
was coming. Let's clear the air. Let's do this. You know what? Let's do this publicly. Okay? Because I've had enough of the design team. So okay, maybe you remember. I don't know if you do. I was also lead designer on the Sims 4 Werewolves game pack.
Mhm.
The Werewolves game
Are they
pack came with a
connected?
world, a beautiful world, named Moonwood Mill. And
And
we
they cut
decided
the
on
tree
name of
down!
that world, Wood Mill, there were members of the design team that were like, Scott, there is no mill here. Why would we name this world Moonwood Mill? And I was like, I like the alliteration. I think it's, and there could have been a mill here. Why don't we construct a world that, like, we were talking about it being like an old logging town. There probably was a mill here. Why are you so obsessed with there being a mill right now in Moonwood Mill? Wait, I even wrote a loading string that said there used to be a mill in Moonwood Mill to make sure that everyone was clear on that. And then lo and behold, with Growing Together, we were thinking of wonderful names for our wonderful world, and San Sequoia came up. And I feel like maybe some of the same designers on the design team were like, Scott, are we really going to ship another pack with you as lead designer where we have named a world where you are clearly calling out something, an object that is not going to exist in this world?
That's so funny.
And, you know, these worlds were designed by members of the design team. I was not the only
that
one who
came
helped
with
decide
the
what was gonna go in these worlds. Rach did a wonderful job.
That was a play on the I don't want
want
free headphones.
But
and,
also,
because like you used to have the option to say yes or no, and you could say, well, you could say okay.
And why not give these
to
worlds
accept
a sense
them?
of
That's what that
history
one's from.
instead of
I've heard.
insisting that they always need to have literally what is in the world name right now in the world.
Tell the design team's giving him a free.
It is. You know what? It is. You know, the next
Scott
pack that
has
I'm
some
the lead
feelings.
designer for, the world name is going. There's going to be a ton of whatever.
He's
We're going to name it something that's going to be
You
like
can follow him on like Twitter and stuff.
Chair Village, and we'll just have a bunch of chairs, and everyone will be happy. But I love San Sequoia. I think
without.
Yeah, it's true. Like in Latin, is that right? Is like sans. Anyway.
Thank you so much.
Don't
Mr.
think about
Joy.
it too much.
We're gonna go back to Rach. We're gonna go back to Rach.
I'm just,
Such a spirited defense of
there's-
deforestation. I
there's
I
two.
really appreciate it.
I'm half a mind to leave the stream right now.
I'm going to talk about the rest of the neighborhood, though. I promise.
Yeah,
so
yeah, go
here,
for it. Yeah, give me a
you
moment.
can see
Give me a
there's
moment.
this lovely little pond where you can do a little bit of fishing if you like. And this is one of my favorite things about this neighborhood, that little parklet area where you can see the pirate ship built out. That's just it's so
cute.
creative. I love it
I
so
like
much. And you can see
like
there's
the
a little
fencing.
statue there of Bayane Robles. He is, again, a little piece of lore you're going to learn about
Fisherman.
more there, but he's one of the original founding guys of this area. If you're into frogs, there may be some frogs here. That's what that icon is all about. And then I just wanted to zoom out and show the beautiful marina area, because I know there's something special for Morgan here, too, that we should get into.
I like that they made it so that you can walk out here. So you can actually walk out onto it.
To catch frogs.
And like I took some family pictures out here, which I thought was pretty cool.
That would be
Get a nice view of the bridge,
Yeah.
boats.
Yeah.
Proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
nice
really great.
proposal.
The last thing I wanted to call attention to in this area is that the Michelson family lives here, along with
Exactly,
the Lee Sullivan family.
JB.
But the Michelson family, of course, you will recognize them from our trailer. And I wanted to just mention,
Oh my
I
gosh, they
saw
have
a
splash
lot
pad
of
items in their
players talking
backyard.
about names for this, and there was some definite thought going into those names, and you can learn more about it.
Look at the windows! Look at that front window!
Yeah, Michelsons are here, Luna Sullivan's here, and there is another little starter home that I know you're going to get into in a minute. But that is Hopewell Hills for you.
Yep. There's also this empty lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was
cry.
actually a starter
you
home
see
built
that
by Lil
window?
Cincy.
Nice.
But we have upgraded it to be super fancy.
I'm going to cry.
I've improved
You've
it.
improved it.
Oh
Or
my.
I mean, if little Simsy is here, Morgan has ruined it.
Look at the
Can't
swing
believe
set.
she would do
Look
this
at the
to
swing
lot.
set.
To help show off some of the stuff, some of the cool stuff. In
That's a new
Birmingham.
swing set.
Because
New
it
wall
looks really,
texture,
it's
exterior
great
wall
before. So the
texture.
thing I love about this starter that she built is that it has 4 bedrooms already. Starting off, you start.
Yeah,
off
the
with
top
all
one
4
is 100%
bedrooms that
a
they
new
have
texture.
here. So you need, I think, 2 or 3 Sims you can move in as a starter home, but it lets you start off with an infant and just move in. It's
Very cool, yeah. And
it's
also very
great.
impressive if you've ever tried to build a starter with the kind of limitations of budget and stuff like that. But being able to bring that family right in, a very, very welcoming home.
But we've definitely
This is really
decorated it here
cute.
to sort of be a little bit more lived
family
in and show off all of our
photos!
cool build buy assets that we have. So you can
Family
check some
photos.
of them out here in this
There's like a
house.
fan
And,
thing.
Yeah. Before we really hop into gameplay, while it's still fresh in our minds, we'd been talking about compatibility
Yeah.
while we were in build buy. So I'm thinking maybe we could show
They
that
have
off
splash
in-game a
pad
little bit
things in
really
the
quick
back.
Pop
here.
open the rel panel. I think that's the easiest way to kind of get a first look at that.
And I think you could sort by a lot of
Yeah,
things,
Carrie, it was so
including
cute.
family.
Look, wait.
So
That's a
we can
new
look at our
stove
family
and a new
here.
fridge.
Yeah.
There's a new
And so you
stove
can
and a
see
new
that
fridge.
there's
Their
a
base
new
game
icon
cabinets, new
that
stove,
wasn't
new
there
fridge,
before.
new
For
cover thingy.
This is, you have Ron selected, right? For Myra, Mama, and Kara. There's that little icon in the top corner that represents compatibility. Where we're going to have Nova kind of walk
There's
us through
new
what some of this
stove,
might mean, or
and it's
other
really
places where
pretty.
you might be able to see it.
The fridge is fine. That stove is so
Yeah,
pretty.
So you can see each icon in the
Vent,
rel
thank
panel,
you.
or each like person in the rel sim in the rel panel has an icon. In the top right, no icon
Arnold.
indicates neutral compatibility, but puzzles fitting together mean that they either have good or amazing compatibility. Whereas
I love
the
that.
puzzles floating apart and not clicking means they either have bad or awful compatibility.
Okay, telescope.
You can
There's
check
I
the
don't think
details
so.
by looking,
It's not
hovering,
just the normal
or
telescope.
checking the sim
This is
profile.
a cannon.
And like I mentioned
That's a
before,
confetti
each
cannon.
of these compatibilities is calculated based on the sim characteristics
That was a confetti
both
cannon.
sims have chosen, but also checking the other sims'
Did you see
traits, likes and dislikes,
confetti cannon?
and lifestyles versus those preferences. And when sims have great
the splash pad is its own thing. It's not like a pool. The splash pad is kind of from the based on the map. It's kind of like the carnival in Copperdale.
And it'll just
but I think the community center is the puzzle piece one.
For them to click.
Confetti cannon. I don't know what I mean for fun. But they showed the confetti cannon
much more of a challenge
in the trailer for the baby shower.
Maybe they'll be less willing to accept
there was a lot. Was there a lot with the whale?
Sort of
I thought it
interactions
might have
that
just
the other
been
sim presents to
the
them.
world icon.
It'll just be all around a little bit more of a challenge. And
yeah, can I put someone in the confetti cannon and shoot them
also,
out? Because that'd be funny.
If you want
like, can I put like my kid or my toddler in there? They can go flying into the pool or something.
Menu reorganization that was part of the other aspect
Pass
of
swing is so cute.
For conversation topic preferences, you can see here each of the new categories maps to one of the likes and dislikes for conversation topics that we had for each sim. And the important interactions like divorce or breakup or things like that are left uncategorized, so it's a little easier for you to find. Like you can see become best friends.
Search Sim Guru Doi
We
on
don't want
Twitter.
a sim to like decline that because it's in a category they dislike, and we also want to make sure it's easy for you guys to find. Nearly all past interactions added have been subcategorized, so you should find it a little bit easier now to navigate, especially the friendly menu, which I know could get a little cluttered before with all the new interactions we've added. So
yeah, I love
so
this.
excited.
Now that it's been in game, it's really nice to have.
Yeah, we had a lot of social interactions, didn't we, Morgan? And so I think there's a little bit of a learning curve because
DOI.
previously you would just kind of like
Simguru
maybe
Doi.
memorize where it was
DOI.
alphabetically and then be like next, it's this one. But being able to find them under these subcategories, I think once you get past that learning curve, is so helpful. And I really love how they match up with the conversation topic preferences. So you get a
he
hint
may not have a
also of
Twitter.
if they like or dislike a conversation topic, the social options underneath that may
Does he not have a Twitter?
might be easier or harder for you to do.
He may not have one.
I'm showing off some of our new interactions that we have across different ages.
I just searched it, nothing came
and
up.
also, I think we updated how ages work. Do you want to talk
Thank
a
you,
little bit about
Kimberly.
that as well, Nova?
Oh, it might be Grim Suru Doi.
Sure. As part of this pack, we've tried to kind of change the experience of having sims of different age groups interacting with each other. We've tackled this in a couple different ways.
Grim Suru Doi.
One of the main ways is through new cross-age interactions. So we've added a host of new interactions available for sims of one age to interact with sims of another age. You can see Mama Lumberjackson is there. A ton of them are new
Carrie.
elder interactions.
I think that you one
they
said
can
the
reminisce on the old
whoever said
days.
that the
We also have
slash
Aren't
was a
You the
lot. It's
Sweetest
not
Little Thing,
Frozen Ash just put a
and,
screenshot of the
they
world
can
in
also,
Discord.
a fun
It's just the
cross-pack,
world
bit here, give
icon.
life
It's just the
lessons
neighborhood
under
icon.
Deep Thoughts. If you have Parenthood installed, performing
the newborn
this
wearing
interaction will
clothes,
raise
is it?
corresponding character values based on the life lesson given. So like responsibility, manners,
It is.
etc. A little bit of Parenthood tie-in there. We have quite a few
She's
new
just chilling
child
in there.
interactions to perform on toddlers. So they can claim the other sim, or on toddlers, children, or teens actually. So they can claim the other sim as an alien. Oh, and we see a pop-up too for family dynamics. This is how it looks when your sims have been interacting in a certain way, and the family dynamic could potentially change. So it's funny that popped up.
Yeah.
Knox, your
Well,
sub
if
is
we
still
see more of
showing.
these
You still
pop-ups,
have your
one of the things
badge.
that, like, again, this is really cool. What we wanted to do was
Knox,
we
you
wanted
still have
to,
your
as I
badge.
talked about in Create a Sim, make it so that you could set up everything you wanted to, right, in Create a Sim, but also at the same time that the game would respond to how you're playing it. That if you don't have dynamics set, or even if you do, that they could, there's a chance of them changing depending on how you are playing with these sims to kind of evolve your Sims into the relationship that the game kind of sees in terms of your
Your
playstyle
prime
and
expired.
and
Okay.
patterns.
Yeah, and it feels really natural too as you have those
Look at
Sims
the mushroom
interact with each other.
pot. It's so cute.
But yeah, and toddlers have a bunch of new interactions, like the kick you
I'm
saw
angry.
in the
It's so
trailer.
cute.
And for most ages, we've added a new family kiss, which you also saw in the trailer too. It's a new, super sweet way to show affection within your family. But
Here's
kind
my
of the
code. That's a good
second
idea.
Very
part-
mean.
It's a good idea.
The second part, sort of beneath the surface of everything, we've brought a big change to the base game that will essentially make the interactions of the experience of interacting with two Sims of different ages completely different based on the age combos. We've changed the relationship gain and loss multipliers for every combination of Sims interacting. So some Sims will find it harder to gain in a relationship when interacting
There
with
is a
other
mushroom
Sims
pot.
of other ages.
It's like a little.
due
It's a
to
little like flower pot with like a
differences,
little
and
fairy
some
garden
ages
mushroom
will
house.
find it easier to gain relationship with other ages. So, and this also goes for losing relationship too.
Also, look at
so
the
one
baby,
example of this for
the
children,
infant on the floor on the
they
left.
gain relationships with and we'll have a Kyle pop up. We'll talk about that in a second. But children will gain relationships much faster with other children. Because
It's me, your
they
boy
just get
Kyle.
each
Listen, I'm
other,
coming
but
over to
they'll
your place
struggle
to jump
gain
over to say
relationships
several
quite as
times
fast
since
when
I'm sick.
interacting with a
You
teen,
remember me? Dude, you're so
because the
funny.
teen will
Seriously,
take
never
them a little
change.
less seriously.
A bit of
So,
some juice. It's gonna be
none of
late.
those changes are super drastic, but they're definitely noticeable enough to add additional challenge when building cross-age relationships in your game.
Kyle?
So yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, one of the things that I always like when I think about real life, right, is like kids
I need to
become
know
friends
more
so
info
quickly.
on
I'm kind of jealous of
Kyle.
them because as an adult, I think it actually is harder to build that friendship. But like that combined with the fact that you can have these cross-age differences of like
Kyle's an NPC.
You know, kids being able to
He's the
build up
new,
that friendship quickly, but with
Greg.
other ages maybe being less
From
so.
what I've been told, he's
and
the new
that being
Greg.
something that kind of underlies all of our more complex social changes with growing together. That was in base game, right? Like that age kind of those age multipliers are going out to everyone.
Kimberly, your message in mod chat just made me laugh.
And laying on top of all the cool stuff we've done with growing together.
Enjoy your mac and
I think
cheese.
really makes me excited about the fact that the social landscape is so much deeper with growing together, and it's really, really cool to be able to really
How
add
do you
that to
build?
the game.
Carefully with a lot of practice.
So what's this? What's
we
there's so
gotta-
much going on in this pack, right? That we have to like kind of we have to wait to catch up. We have to like finish explaining
Yeah,
the
they'll
thing
like
we're
invite
talking about.
themselves over
What's
for
going
a
on
few
here,
days.
Morgan?
So we got a phone call from our boy Kyle.
Do we know Kyle?
Show me Kyle.
I don't think we know
Okay.
Kyle.
Okay.
So Kyle is like, wait, you don't remember me? Dude, you're so funny. Seriously, never change. Maybe you should read it. You always read these really good.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't quite know who Kyle is.
don't. I don't
but
know
it
if you can
sounds
invite
like
them over.
he
That'd be
might
fun to see.
he might be the kind of person who's like, "Hey, bro, it's me, your boy Kyle. Listen, I'm coming over to your place to chill for a few days, just like old times. Doesn't that sound sick?" He's like, "Wait, what? You don't remember me?" Dude, you're so funny. Seriously, never change. Hope you have some juice ready. It's gonna be lit.
Singuru Doy
I think we
for
should have
everything.
Kyle over.
Sure,
I
why
think
not?
he sounds like
For
a fun
everything. Danny,
guy.
hello.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Oh,
Oh, we got a milestone.
we
too?
got a milestone. What do we
Let's
do?
talk about
Let's-
Kyle first. No, you want to talk about milestones? All right.
We talk about those later.
Okay, no. We're
Let's
saving
talk
milestones.
about- let's
Okay.
You guys are being
Okay.
funny in mod chat right now.
Who this? This is Kyle.
This is Kyle. What a dreamboat.
Look at that. Look at his suitcase. That's the real dreamboat
That's
here.
the yes. Okay, sorry. I was looking at Kyle. You were looking at the suitcase. He's bringing.
I want the
he's
suitcase to
bringing
be a
really cool
functional
suitcase in
dresser.
Here.
Yeah, into our house, into our home.
He's putting it there.
He does look like a Kyle.
Well, we're gonna rummage through it.
Oh, well, okay. I don't know about that.
It's a functional dresser.
So I actually know what Kyle's doing here. Kyle is part of our new temporary stays system that we are. You're just gonna open it like rude. These suitcases are really cool. Sorry, what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about the suitcases? The suitcases are really cool. Our temporary stays will bring them over. They're also available in the catalog as well. You can just kind of put them down, and they work kind of like a dresser, right? So you can do anything you want to that you could do from a dresser out of these suitcases, but they're a little more mobile. They're a little more fun. You can take them places. And Kyle brought his because he's staying for a bit. He is actually not just for a few hours, not just for a night. He's
Look
gonna
at
be
the
here for a
shelves.
while.
Look at the
And
suitcase
that's
shelves.
something that our new temporary stay system allows. And one of the cool things I think about our temporary stay system is that we have Kyle coming over as a temporary stay that was sort of an opportunity from the game that presented itself, right? Kyle was like, "Hey, I'm your boy. I'm coming over." And you can be like, "Yeah, sure." Or I think the other option was like, "I don't know you,
Suitcase
man.
shelves are
I don't
so
know who you
cute.
are." But there are a variety of different kind of different. This is what I was talking about when I was. Oh, you're just, he's spilling some secrets. Do you want me to read this? I don't know what you want me to read.
What's smelling next to the bed?
No,
I don't know.
it's okay.
I'll try to look next time. Oh, the piano's out. They have the piano.
They're gonna. This is what I was talking about when I was talking about kind of like these story opportunities, right? These little kind of like the story prompts. Is that we have temporary stays that will show up and be like, "Hey, is this something that you want to add to your Sim story?" Whether
Yeah,
it's
the
Kyle
toddler's just
visiting,
stuck in the
whether
high
it's
chair.
kind of extended family coming to stay over. I think family friends. There's one where they suggest that they come over because they're maybe going through a tough time and they need some place to stay. An old friend that's crashing. I think there's like another one that's like a long lost family member that is trying to reconnect. But
I
all
love
of
a good
these,
long lost family member.
Have chances of kind of popping up and saying, "Hey, do you want to invite this temporary stay over to your home?" You can see from the calendar that Kyle's going to be here for what, 6 days, and he's going to hang out and he's going to be a kind of a true member of your household during that time. He's going to I think. Each of the different temporary stays maybe has a little bit of special behavior. You may
can
see
actually
Kyle.
ask him to help out, or you can
Yeah.
ask him to relax. I asked him to help out because I want him to help out.
So he's going to maybe help with the kids,
Yeah.
clean up, stuff
Like
like
if
that.
you're gonna stay here, we got a lot of kids.
Yeah, you gotta,
I'll
you gotta
see if I
help
can
out.
see.
We
when
have a
it
lot of
comes
kids
back.
here.
We have a big family. Thanks for coming
Kyle
over.
the bro, what the
Really
heck?
kinda
He
contribute,
invited
please,
himself
Kyle.
over for the weekend.
But the other thing, you had the calendar open. If you pop that back open, and you can't do it now because I think Kyle is here. But you can, and I don't want you to make him leave. I want him to stay. But you can also, through the calendar, initiate a temporary.
His name
stay,
is Kyle
yourself.
Kylson.
So
His
if you're
last
like,
name is
"Hey, I just-
Kylson.
We just had another baby. I'm doing a challenge. I'm having a lot of babies.
Her dad actually lives in another lot.
Okay.
And if Kyle
His
hadn't
name
shown
is
up, I was going to have
Kylson.
later on her call her dad and ask her
And
dad to come stay and
Kyle-
help out with the kids.
Yeah.
Kylson.
And so that's something where you can initiate that as
I
well. You can select
love
a kind of like
The
length of stay.
Sims.
I think it's something from like 1 to 6 days.
Mhm.
And kind of start off that story yourself. So again, sort of
That'll
like
be
another
fun for,
kind of
like,
reflection
legacy
of the
challenges
goal in
and
this pack,
stuff,
which was
that
to
you can
give
have
players
people over.
the agency to kind of start these moments of drama themselves, or have them invited into moments of drama through like Kyle showing up and being like, "You know what if I just crash for a little bit?"
And we've had this in a few packs where there's like a special gossip interaction on like the townies that live there, and Kyle's got some delightful ones.
I
so
love
I'm gonna have you
gossip.
read these again in your surfer voice here.
Your surfer voice.
So this is, you were asking Kyle
I asked him
what was
about
going
what's
on.
going on in San
And he
Sequoia,
says,
man.
I don't know, man. It's just been a week, Just, you ever see something you just can't unsee or get out of your head? Last week, I sat my llama berry power sip on a bench while I was doing push-ups at the park, and a squirrel came by and knocked it over.
I was gonna start about 30
Full
seconds or about a
can.
minute as a heads up.
Total waste. I'm clawing my way back to normalcy, man, but it's a long road.
A
He
squirrel
loves his
came
power
by.
sip. I
Someone
think
tell
like
Pacific
I was
a
saying,
squirrel
like
came
some of them
by.
have some special things they might do while they're there, and I think you might see
Pacific's in a meeting, but when she
drinking
comes
some
back,
power sip or
look
leaving
at
some
the
cans
stove.
around if you have him over.
Yeah. So we'll see.
so
We'll see how
pretty.
Kyle does. He's already taken care of our
I'm only
our
reading
baby
the stove
here,
again.
helping out. Let's
It's
see.
so
Something
pretty.
I was going to show off before Kyle showed up was by the way, I would like to point out our toddler has been sitting here this whole time
Oh, in the high chair.
in the high chair.
Just chilling.
Oh my gosh, I
Not
think that's a
needing- yeah,
diaper
not
on the
needing to be
floor.
taken out.
Not needing to be taken out.
I'm really happy that we are able to kind of get that quality of life improvement for the high chair and get some of those annoyances that might be happening right now to
I'm thinking maybe let's look at the newborn stuff first.
Okay.
Newborn.
Right,
Okay.
because we do have a newborn in this household.
That's
as
a
well.
different onesie.
Yeah, we showed off some of the newborn stuff that is coming to base game. One of the cool things
There's
you
a
might
bottle
notice
on the floor.
looking at our newborn
Why is
and,
the
and
baby
what
so
they're
scary
wearing
looking?
right now is that you also have the ability
Look
to
at that, Kayla.
change their outfit. We have a bunch of new outfits for our newborns, which are really, really cool.
My favorite is sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
So-
Is that because of the name?
Because
So
actually, it looks like a crab outfit to me. I don't see the fish,
Mhm.
but I like the name. Yes.
yeah, sophisticated. It does sound better than so crabticated.
Sophisticated. Yeah, that doesn't make.
But that's
much
really
sense.
cute. You have a bunch of new outfits that you can put on your newborns.
Yes. And you saw there is the kiss interaction. So
Yeah, and I think that's available from a variety of ages. As kind of Nova talked about, we wanted to, when we're looking at family interactions, one of the things we really wanted to do is make it so that a bunch of our ages, especially our younger ages, could interact where
I've
they
never
could,
been
right?
so excited for
Sometimes they're
gameplay in my
physically just,
life
like,
until
too
just now.
small
Like
to
just
do
today.
something.
Look at
But
that
where
sink.
we wanted to add the ability to kind of like
That's a
show
new sink, I
affection
think.
to your family members.
Is that a new bathroom sink? This looks the faucet looks different.
So
and then one of the things, this will be a pattern that you'll see as we go up the ages as well. But we added a few different.
I think I accidentally had this off on accident, but I'd love to see some autonomy here,
Okay.
so I'm going to turn it
Sure.
on.
Some of the some temperaments to our
This is
newborns,
3 under 3. They really
so that
did.
every newborn will not be exactly
Oh,
the same.
yeah.
Some will be a little bit maybe needier. Some will be a little bit easier to care for.
Show me
and
the
that's
confetti
something that,
cannon.
again, you'll see a pattern. That was a goal, right? To really inject some of those.
Oh, there's the
younger
kid
Sims,
bike in the window.
with a sense of personality and an additional sort of.
I want to see the splash pad.
Individuality as you have different kids.
You better not
to
go hit
really see
Blarfy,
them,
kid.
Shine
Parkerfield
as their
loves
own
being held.
Speaking of personality and individuality, we just discovered something on our infant, and I think we're about ready to discover something also
Yeah, toddler
on our
said, "I'm
toddler
out."
here
Whoa,
at the
okay.
same time.
Yes.
So let's talk about
You want to talk about quirks?
toddler and infant quirks.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's talk about quirks. So quirks are a new kind of like, as the name might suggest, little quirks of personality that you might discover on our younger Sims. You can see that
Aggressive.
right
Charmer,
now,
but aggressive.
this is Delaney, right? Delaney has
I love the
the
name
personality
Delaney.
trait Charmer. That was set in Create a Sim. You also see
Look at the
this
toddler walk.
aggressive,
That's so cute.
trait under the trait manual, which is a toddler quirk that we discovered. Every toddler and every infant.
What did she just put in there? Is
will
that a toy
have,
box?
Uh,
That's a new toy
different
box.
quirks that you can discover. And from each of the age stages, those 3 quirks come from a set of 18, I believe. So 18 for toddlers and 18
New toddler
for infants
potty!
as well. And you can kind of tell from those numbers. There's a wide variety of possible. That's a lot of. I guess
That's a
an
new
I was
toddler
like, that's a lot of
potty.
money. To a bunch of different kind of combinations and permutations of the possible quirks that they could.
Awesome mess.
taking
Well, it's a
3 from
7
that
household
18.
family with
And
Kyle
what I really love about it
staying
is
there,
it
so yeah, it
gives
makes
them,
sense.
So you can see Leo here. We've discovered 2 of them.
I think these are also
Sunny
new
was the trait that we
stairs.
picked. But we also discovered that Leo frequently sneezes, super cute, and loves being held.
So right now he's really happy because he's being held.
Yeah, but it also might mean that if you put him down, he might get a little more upset.
Well,
because,
let's put him down. Let's see what happens.
But
he doesn't always get upset.
yeah, but the thing that I really love about it is that you can have. You can have.
I don't know if you saw our new duck. We got a new duck
Given
yesterday.
the same personality trait to in Cass or an age. But you'll discover that they have these little quirks that really make them feel unique. And like I said, some of them are
was loud,
kind of little
sorry.
cute quirks, right? Like frequently sneezes.
audio
It
is up,
means
so you
you're
guys
just
can
gonna
hear this
notice
at the
she sneezes
stream.
a little bit more. But some of them, like aggressive or likes being held. I think there's one where they really
Set timer
enjoy
for 10
sleeping
minutes.
in a Sim's arms as
Yeah.
opposed to in a crib. They're gonna change the way that you think
Okay,
about
I'm
that
so
sim.
sorry
They're gonna
about your
change the way that you
headphones.
play with that sim, and I really love that. Like these little things that you can discover about these sims, kind of affect the way that you raise them. In a real kind of gameplay.
A fire!
Morgan, what did you do?
Kyle
This was-
did it.
Oh,
He did it.
Kyle
He didn't do it. Kyle did it.
Mac and cheese.
But
Do I have an? I do have an alarm. The firemen.
it'll be
will come.
it'll be fine.
okay.
But that's something that I really enjoy about quirks. Quirks on our infants and our toddlers. I don't know if you had anything else that you wanted to
That
talk
fire alarm
about.
doesn't put it out. She's gotta have them put it
yeah,
out.
we added a cheat so you can
Maybe we should wait. Hold on. Let's wait for the alarm.
Sorry. Oh, Kyle.
This is chaos, but it's still better than
They broke
the
our
Wedding
brand new
Stories
oven
stream.
that you can see comes with this expansion pack.
Doesn't look so good now.
No. So there's a new pack cheat for this for growing together where
I love that they're
you
showing us
can,
the cheats.
Oops, I think I had the wrong person selected here.
Right, yeah.
And you can see they also saved the infant. Isn't that nice of them? But you can see there's infant quirks. You can remove quirks if you were like, well, I want to make my
if
kid
you're like making your infant and you're
I'm
like, they don't
well,
sneeze
they
that
don't-
much.
Yeah, so you're like, I want them to instead be gassy,
Mhm.
or I want them to be a feeding tinkler.
Free air tinkler.
You can go ahead and add your own or remove ones you don't want.
Yeah.
So-
Really nice. So like, another way of kind of keeping the control in the player's hands if they want to. I would
dropped my
encourage
chapstick.
that you let them be who they are. You discover them. I think that's really
I
fun.
think it's
But
fun.
I understand that like sometimes you want more fine control.
It's like my new favorite thing whenever I get a toddler or an infant. I'm like, who
what-
are they going
yeah,
to be?
Who are they going to be?
Yeah. So,
But
yes.
yeah, as you saw, kind of, we were discovering them. The other thing that's really cool is you discover them as they do things related to that, right?
Mhm.
Like I think you discovered that maybe Delaney was aggressive
Oh my
because
gosh.
she was like punching the bear or something, right? So
Yeah.
when they do things that kind of exhibit that behavior, that's when you see it come out. I
And
think
you
that's
can
another-
see too, there's you can see the icons now on the interactions.
right, which is like that.
Yeah.
It's related to that
Yeah.
quirk.
Like I think probably playing water. She
Right,
loves
she loves
water.
water. There you go.
And you're gonna see them do that behavior more often. So, yeah. Another thing, we just had a fire, right?
did.
And before we also had a milestone pop up.
I think when Kyle came over, there was like first visitors or something
Yeah,
like that.
let's wake up
him
Leo,
to
because I think we're gonna get
sleeping.
another one. So while we talk about these,
The big
God.
stretch.
doesn't like wake up.
Leo.
Show us build by. I mean, they're
It's gonna be
showing
a
us a lot
handful.
of it, to be honest.
Let's see. I'm gonna start having us. Oops, I went. To
But
the
I
wrong
would like to
place.
see the build by
Friendly
menu.
Activities, tummy time together.
Okay, you're gonna spend
So-
some tummy time with
Yeah,
them.
she's gonna do some tummy
Yeah.
time with Leo,
Okay.
and let's talk about what we saw earlier, which was it was down
The baby does
here,
not like
we
tummy
had
time.
First visitor milestone unlocked
Yes.
for Leo. And
You wanna
then
talk about what milestones might be?
we also just had a fire, so that's
Ooh.
going to be interesting because I think that is also
Right.
one. So let's
Yes, for an
think about
older
these.
son. Yeah, okay. Yeah, milestones. So you can see we're back in the Simology panel. We were just looking at our traits here before, but now we're looking, if you scroll down, this milestones panel. Entirely new. Love milestones. This is a huge thing that we added in Growing Together. Milestones are
That's exciting.
really a way that we wanted to
Milestone
be able
unlocked!
to kind of show
tummy
off
time,
the
that's so
big events
cute.
that happened in a Sim's life. You just got a new milestone. Roll over to back on Leo.
That's because I was doing tummy
you were doing
time,
tummy time together.
and I
You were
set it
kinda-
up so that I knew that they would be getting that milestone
It's
soon.
almost like we had a plan for the stream.
She just set the baby
before-
down on the
before we had
sidewalk.
a fire and everything went off the rails.
I wasn't planned.
No, that wasn't. So I think what's really cool about this is sort of he's drinking his
Power sip llama berry.
Is that milestones are really important for our infants.
This is
I
gonna
think
make
that
100 challenge
they're doing
so
something
hard.
really cool for our infants. And then I'm gonna
I'm
reserve talking
scared.
about them for our older Sims in a little bit. But you can see that with our infants, they have their milestones sort of divided into fine motor, gross motor, I think social. There's some other milestones like first.
That's the
that
road.
are
You
gonna
make a
be
good point.
things
It's not like
that,
there's cars,
are
though.
life milestones that are going to be more broad. But the thing that is really cool about milestones for infants is it's this kind of brand new way of allowing your Sims when they're parenting an infant, your infants when they're growing up, and you as a player to sort of track the progression of your infants in a sort of more specific way than just a skill bar, right? Like in ways that we've done before, where you've been gaining skills and your skill bar goes up and you go a different level. the milestones
love
are
the
sort of
little
tracking,
play mat
and if you've ever been a parent or
in
been
the house, I
around a
think it's
parent
really
and
cute.
talking with a parent of an infant, you'll know that milestones
I
are
want
really
them to
important in
show
real life
us
as well, in terms of like
the tree house.
what did my infant
Also
just
that
do? Right?
mirror!
What is the next thing that's up for them?
That is the mirror
sort
of my
tracking
dreams
the way
IRL.
that they are growing up, that they are getting toward
Also the wall,
skills and kind
the
of like
what's it
physical
called?
abilities
The
that they need to build as an infant.
So what's it called?
If you select one of our infants, you'll also see that we have these kind of like
gallery wall.
These milestones in here that are not fully colored in, that have the like
that cloud is
dotted
really cute.
outline,
They like float down
to sort
on.
of indicate what might be next for that.
Oh, Mills, you're gonna cry.
And
Don't
so
cry,
milestones
Knox.
for our infants
Don't cry,
are really
Craft.
about being able to see how far my infant has come. And the really cool thing is that some of these milestones really open up what interactions and ways to explore the world that the infant can now do. You're just going to cheat. You're going to unlock all of our milestones for our infant here. That's a lot. But like when we start off our infants in growing together, you'll see that they are starting off fairly young, right? Like right after being a newborn.
That's
they
kind of how
aren't
infants
able
work,
to
Joy.
move on their own. They don't have milestones like being able to roll over or sit up or anything like that.
Okay, so they develop
you
like
need
toddlers.
to take a lot of care of them. And then what you'll see is that as you gain milestones, you gain the ability to do some really cool stuff. So like we were talking about the high chair earlier. A brand new infant that doesn't have the sit-up milestone.
What do we think
won't
the
actually
like
be able
requirements
to,
for 100 challenge will be
explore
for
food
the
on high
infants?
chair. You can do it with Leo because he's able to sit up, but another infant that isn't able to, you're not able to yet.
And like finger foods, you can't do it
Oh,
till you
that's
have
right.
the grab
Finger foods
milestone.
is based
so
on
you have
another
to have
milestone.
that milestone.
And so, like with our infants, what I think is really cool is you get to explore these milestones with the infant.
Try go
and kind of
night
as they unlock new milestones, really the world opens up for them in terms of being able to do things with
That
more
becomes
objects.
hysterical. What if he
Leo
just
can play with
unalived?
toys? But like, let's say
During
we
the
take
stream.
Leo off of this playmat
Okay,
and,
and then
we
we
go put down and we put down Jenna here on the
And
playmat.
Jenna just aged up, right? from the
Jenna
new
just aged up, and I haven't cheated Jenna. I did
Right.
cheat Leo.
Okay.
So let's
But
put
cheating
Jenna
is
there.
fun.
So he can play with it, but Jenna can't do any of these
Right.
things
And
that
you'll see
Leo
Jenna
can do.
when we put her down, she's lying down, right? She can look at the toys,
Mhm.
but she doesn't have all the interactions because she doesn't have those milestones. And so I think for our infants,
I
the
can't
milestones not
wait.
only serve as a way of kind of like tracking what progress they've made through their infancy, but really being able to
Little hair, I know,
uh,
she's so
give
cute.
individual sort of events and skills that they're building that open up a lot of the ability to really interact with the world in new ways. And I think that's really
So
cool. It makes our
cute.
infants, for growing together, feel like they're growing up through their infancy and allowing you to see that through the milestones.
Mhm.
But that's not like if we had just made milestones for infants, I would already be like, whew, job well done, team. That was not enough, of course. We have milestones
He does
across
giant
all
laughter.
of our
Honestly, I hope he
ages,
does.
so that
That'd be really
if
funny.
as you grow up, you continue to gain new milestones that are meaningful for that age. And I think it changes a little bit because after infancy, those milestones are not really about gaining the kind of like
Not very
core
playful.
abilities
let him
you need
die.
to really interact and explore with the world. They're more about
I
tracking
just wanna see what
important events
happens.
in your life, right? And I think when you look at milestones across all the ages,
Yeah, but Kimberly'd be
two
really
things that I think
funny.
are really important to take away are
It'd
one,
be really funny.
as a player, I think they're a really cool kind of almost timeline of your sim, right? At the end of your sim's life, or like near kind of when they're an elder, you can look back on it and be like, what are all the things that my sim has done? And being able to see their milestones is just a really cool way of being able to track that over time.
These were all made at their current ages, but if they wouldn't have been, and I would have like aged them up over the years, you could actually like click on this
So
and
they-
see.
oh,
go back
yeah,
and
I
see
wonder
what
if they should
age.
get a
What happened to
dog.
them? What did I do with them, right? There are, and the other thing that I think is really cool is that each of these milestones has, for some of our bigger milestones, we have little bits of kind of ways to make sure that it feels like a bit of that sim's history. It isn't just an icon
the
for
duck
you as a
timer.
player to look at later and be like, oh yeah, this happened to them. So I'm going to talk about some of the good ones first, as you make a bad one happen to Ron. But we have things like Ron
Yeah,
has
Geek has
a milestone
pets
for getting
and
married
babies.
because they got married at some point.
Baby
in the
and
past.
pets.
And getting married or like having a new child, going to school for your first day will give you some decorative items that you can put around your house.
We actually have them here. So we can see, like, this is
A
their marriage certificate.
There you go, between Ron and Myra, right? Like, and so you have these.
Oh my
decorative
gosh,
items
look at the
that
growth
remember
chart. It's a cow
who,
being taken away by aliens.
Kind of instigated that milestone, and then they give you a way to decorate the house not only with these cool decoratives, but really give this
Also, like the
lot
wall decal.
a sense of history, right? A sense of the family that lives here, and I think that's really awesome. I think some of our Sims with those kind of decoratives can have interactions to reminisce on them, depending on how they felt about that event or what age they are
Also,
now.
look at this light.
We have other
This wall light is like a
milestones
globe.
that can trigger sort of like future regret. I would say
Midlife crisis. Did you see midlife crisis?
Have a bladder failure. And his first bladder failure, you can see that the milestone remembers that it was here at Sequoia Cottage.
Which is their home.
Unfortunate that was at their home. But what that might mean is in the future, if he is on this lot, which happens to be his home, which he will be, and he, is kind of like waking up
that
from
popped up in the
sleep, or there's
notification?
some other
Okay.
moments where he can like be potentially autonomously thinking back.
Did
on
Kyle
his
pee on the
milestones.
floor?
He
People
might
were saying
remember
something
that his
about Kyle
first
peeing
bladder
on the
failure
floor.
was here, and he might get a debuff.
Oh my
that's like,
gosh, that is a new shower
that was
tub combo."
embarrassing, and I'm still here, and that's not great. So unfortunately, because it's not like on a venue or something where he can avoid it, he sort of has to live with it.
Or they can move.
Or he has to move. He has to uproot his family
That's
and be like,
pretty.
you know what? We're moving. I peed on the floor here, and just I
Is that a
can't
new
take
bunk
it.
bed too?
But those are some really cool things.
I
Like
think
the
that's a
first
new
fire
bunk
does that. I
bed.
think if you, depending on where your first fire is, if you are cooking in that location for some time afterward, you might get a little extra stressed, right? And so like some of these milestones that, some of the more negative ones, I think especially, like have these sort of these lingering effects that can carry on through your Sims.
There was a loud
through your
noise
Sims
outside.
lifetime.
Some other things we could maybe talk about while we're talking about Ron's life
Yeah,
here.
Ron's kind of unfortunate life. He's
Work
also
on a
going through a
steampunk
midlife crisis. You
fly
really set up Ron
majig
to
for
succeed
5
here,
hours.
Yeah, I mean, he's
It's
just
rain
pushing
shower
it
head
down.
vibes,
Yeah, he's just-
Down the crisis. He loves his family.
But midlife crisis is a new thing that can happen to our adult Sims. There
They
are 4
They
different
might not.
midlife
They might
crises. I
keep
was gonna
that
say 4, but I have 3
kind
sloth
of like
fingers, so it looks like it's
quiet
only 3.
until the pack comes out because they gotta
4
leave some things for people to like actually
4
want to,
different
still
types
buy
of
the pack.
midlife crisis that can happen for your sim. These are things
Captain, what
that
snack do you
as your
have?
sim ages like and is growing up through
I want a
being an
snack,
adult,
but I don't want to miss this.
they can suddenly kind of feel like they're missing out on life. And you can
Mhm.
see that Ron's is the desire for adventure. And what this does is it has him kind of come up with a bunch of goals that he set for himself.
Besties,
to
we're
be like,
starting
you
a
know
legacy
what?
challenge
To kind
when
of
we
like
get this pack.
satisfy my desire for adventure. I really want to do these
We're
things
starting
right
a
now. That
legacy
would break me
challenge.
out of my midlife crisis.
Maybe
It
not
would
like a
make me
full
think
legacy
I'm actually
challenge,
being able to get
but
some
we're
adventure
legacy
in my life that has
challenging.
been kind of a little bit boring.
Or maybe we'll restart
Um,
Super Sim.
And these are optional. As a player, you can just be like, you know what? No, suffer through your midlife crisis. I don't care.
Restarting Super Sim might
but
actually be
if
the
you
better way to
do
go.
fulfill some of these for
'Cause then we'll
Ron,
have all of
what
the
you'll
infant
see is
stuff.
that the midlife crisis lasts a little bit shorter. You'll get potentially a beneficial
America,
kind of
go
movement
eat
after
food.
the midlife crisis is over.
Is it gameplay? Yeah, we'll do some gameplay. Now. I'm like
it depends
about
on
to
how
enter my
happy you wanna make
gameplay
your Sim.
era.
He also has a workplace rival right now.
Bella
It's
God.
another thing.
I love a workplace rival.
Yeah,
Can you have
I
like a
mean,
work wife or a
that's-
work husband?
That's harsh. You
Like a
know,
work
I know
spouse?
Bella is well liked among everyone, and so having to go up against her, this is something else that can happen if you are in a career. So Ron right now with Bella Goth as his workplace rival won't be able to get a promotion, right? There's some drama going on at work. This is another thing that can come up, and you can, when you are at work, you will have a couple of new options on your Sim skewer to be able to potentially do some positive or negative interactions with Bella to try and resolve it, and you'll get some, I think, fun kind of fiction out of that. You can invite Bella
your
over
zero-
and
husband
just
is
like
your
interact
cousin.
with her
Same.
outside of work to try and resolve it. You can potentially,
My
not that I
work
would ever
nemesis is
do
Gimbal.
any of this with any of my real life work rivals. You can
My
take
work
care
rival
of
is
Bella
Gimbal.
however you want to. And if Bella somehow just isn't on this plane of existence
Oh, he's really
anymore,
cute right now, though.
So watch out,
She
all you
won't be-
designers
she
that are
won't be your
making fun of
workplace
the
rival.
named worlds that Scott.
I'm just saying. There used to be sequoias in San Sequoia. But that's a fun kind of, again, a little bit of drama that we are adding into your adult Sims, right? Like one of the things that when we were looking at your Sims growing up and really wanting to cover the gamut of all of their age
Look at the
stages
boy.
is that we have that growing up for infants and for toddlers, that
Just
personality
snoozing on
that
the
we're adding.
floor.
When we were looking at adults, a lot of it was like, is there more interesting adult drama that we can add? And so, right, the midlife crisis does that. The workplace rival does that. We've added a burnout
on the work
system so that
blanket.
if you're going too hard on a particular like skill building or working too hard, your sim may kind of indicate to you that they need a break. They need to do something that's different. If they're kind of like too mentally taxed, they may need to do something creative. If they've been just doing creative things, they may need to do something that's like a mental break from that. We added.
I love a good mental
There was
break.
another.
Getting tired.
Yeah. That's like, again, like I think I was like, we added the opportunity to be laid
Cries
off, which is
do,
a weird way of putting
capital
it.
G
It's
and
not-
W, and then that should
fun
work.
stuff for adults.
For
we
adults,
just made their
it's like,
lives dramatic.
Man, there's stuff that can happen to you that you need to deal with, but they're like positives that can come out of that,
the
right? You can get laid off, and after you, actually what happens is that when you go to work, there's a chance that the company is like going through restructuring
No,
or something.
Cries.
That
Capital
means
G
they're
for
going to be
gimbal and
layoffs.
capital W of worm.
You might be able
so
to make
do
it just
gimbal
through
worm, but
just
with
fine.
capitalized.
Maybe working a little extra hard during that
words.
period, right? Like you can survive that. If you do get laid off, we
Wait,
added some
no,
interesting,
you're doing.
kind of
I
options
was thinking Dizzy
afterwards where,
Worm.
some
No,
maybe if you
ignore
have friends,
me.
they might come check in on
That's
you.
not an actual name
and
of the
ability
emote.
to sort of like look for new jobs, knowing that you were just laid off. But
If you
yeah, it's a
do
little
Dizzy
awkward to
Worm
be
with a
like, we
capital
added the
D and a capital
opportunity for your
W,
sim
that
to
will
be laid
get you
off.
an emo.
But it is something new and growing together, and I think, yeah, it is. It is a story opportunity,
tired.
I think, for our players, and making those adult lives feel fuller, right? And feel like your entire lifetime there are things happening that you are both drama.
I
That
probably
you're,
am, Cries.
potentially
How dizzy
dealing
am I?
with, but also stories that are available for you to tell. Brand new stories that are really adding to
80%.
all these layers.
You're right, really
of
close,
The Sims
Cries.
4 as they are right now.
Especially like
Jen is
you.
unlocking some milestones too. Yes, you can see that these.
So we've talked about some stuff for infants and toddlers and
Show us
adults
elders.
and some stuff for elders. Let's talk about kids a little bit too.
Okay.
So we talked about these aspirations that they have, but there's actually a lot of stuff we added for children. You might notice that they sometimes she's getting a confidence pop up.
Oh, right, that's flying off of her head. I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing under the traits that she has high confidence right now.
Yep.
I wanna
Children
watch
can now have
Grandma
low,
power
neutral, or
walk.
high confidence. They start off with neutral, and this is kind of like a fluctuating trait throughout their childhood, depending on like how much they're succeeding at things or failing at things, and how like their caregivers are responding. I don't know if she's done anything recently for them to respond to, but for example, under friendly and then compliments, he can praise her effort and social growth.
Right, so she's gained social skill, and so like as a caregiver,
I need to gain some social skill.
He can criticize it.
and so that'll affect the child's confidence, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, I love, like, she could go on the monkey bars out here, and if she falls off, that's going to affect her confidence.
Right. So things that they're doing on their own, certainly the way the caregivers are interacting with them as well.
And you
then
can see she's confident right now because, like, she believes in herself because she is confident. It's just going to make it kind of better. Versus if she has low
I had a good
confidence,
time
she might
getting
get
ready,
a
Nicole.
fear
Thank you for
that
hanging
wasn't
out,
there
my friend.
before, and she's going
A
to
new
start
fear, yeah.
like feeling like bad about things, and it might start like
Is there a
compiling,
career?
right? So
Yeah,
Do
so
we know
it
anything
affects
about
kind
that
of their
yet?
like day to day as well. I was gonna say, what
What's the
happens
dad's
when a kid
career? Have we seen
ages
that?
up with high or low confidence?
they get a locked-in trait that is either low or high self-esteem. If their confidence was neutral, nothing happens. But if they had high
Ashley,
confidence
you
or low
hydrate.
confidence, that'll as a teen they'll have high or low self-esteem, and then that just carries
And that'll
with
carry
them the
through,
rest of their
and
life.
like do some of the same stuff where they will kind of show that through different moodlets that they may get when they're doing different things, even when they're older.
So I'm gonna make her practice piano, even though she doesn't like practicing piano.
Okay.
Because number one, look, it's a standing piano that
gorgeous.
takes up 4 slots, not 6.
That's a little
And
Q-tip
I'm just
container.
gonna show it off really quick.
Beautiful. And I know that some of our we had showed off this piano in some of our trailers, but I think we'd showed it off before with some of the really artful and beautiful kind of variants, but not necessarily the kind of just like core neutral tones. And so you can see that we have a bunch of them. Just have a brown one if you want to. It's not that exciting. I like the ones that have art on them, but a
Gorgeous.
wide
Little
variety
sticker
of
ones.
these pianos that are available.
I love them.
Yeah. So,
I love the
but we're
piano.
gonna have her play some piano and check out some new stuff for children that we added in here when she gets here.
So she's playing the piano.
So she's playing the piano. Number one, you can see now when any sim is gaining a skill, they'll now have
That's so
a icon for that
convenient.
skill they're gaining above their head.
Yes.
That kind of helps you. But for children, they actually we've separated this out where children now have their fundamental skills, which
Oh.
were the skills you were already
Yeah,
kind of
those seem very
Oh.
familiar to me. Yeah.
But they also can gain certain adult skills that we felt like we could support or that we were supporting. And we can continue to add to this over time. They will gain
That'll
adult
make
skills
100
at
challenge
a slower
better.
pace than an adult would gain that skill.
Makes sense.
And they will gain these fundamentals now quicker than they used to.
Okay.
So these gain much quicker, and these gain
Quicker?
slower than if you were an adult.
Yeah.
But
I already have
kinda
it like
means
down
now that,
pat
if
for
she
100
really
challenge
wanted
to go like
work hard
an
and
hour for
try
each
to
one. That's gonna be
improve her
so
piano,
fast.
that she could go to a teen already knowing piano, whereas before,
Nice.
if she
Right.
played piano her whole childhood, she wouldn't, as a teen, know how to play piano very well.
Right.
So it's one of the ways that
Yeah,
like, the
one of them
things
was
you're doing
teasing
as a
something about
child
traits, or
really
not
matter and
traits.
carry on the rest of their life now.
Yeah. That's a very cool update.
Skills.
Yeah, I'm personally really excited about this one.
They really have, Kayla. They're really trying with this
see.
pack.
So one of the things that I know, we were looking at the midlife crisis.
Someone said they
for
really
Ron.
poured their entire
He
Simlessy
had
into
a
this.
goal that was to take an outdoor nap.
And
right?
just said
Cara
that in chat.
also, in her new aspiration, has play pretend in treehouse.
Right. I know we have a treehouse somewhere in this pack. Oh,
I don't
is that
like
it?
a treehouse.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's continue building on it. And then we'll have her come out here and maybe Mama Lumberjack.
Sarvatuka, welcome in.
So.
Yeah, and I was
Build
gonna say
the
the
treehouse.
treehouse is a new object. You might have seen it in the trailers as well. It's and it's something that you can build together with your family.
Did I jump in and tell them about the treehouse?
Oh yeah,
Would you like
please.
to tell us about the treehouse? I've already started it, so it'll be done soon.
Go for it. I'm gonna grab a
Okay.
drink of water. Actually, I feel like I've been talking for like an hour.
He
Yeah,
has
so
been
you
talking
can
for
see
an hour,
that
to
we
be
have
fair.
a partially built treehouse here.
Yeah,
When
he'll
it's
start building and
purchased,
never
it's
finish
fully
it.
unbuilt base that allows multiple sims to build together. So when a sim starts to build, they
Surprise,
just have
Automata's
to be a
letting you guys
teen
say.
or older,
See,
and
I
then
mean,
children
it's
can
not
join in
like
as well to help out with the process.
Automat's
You'll
not
see
that
other
smart.
sims hammering
It's
different
not
parts
like
of
it's
the
a
treehouse, pulling out
profanity.
blueprints, etc. But yeah, and then you see the
Look
finished
at it. It's built.
treehouse.
Yeah.
Once it's fully built, it becomes functional. Sims can go up and down via the ladder. They can
can't wait
play
to
on
play.
the balcony and sit on the bench.
Not really,
and
Carrie. It's
interact
the
with
content.
the
Like it's the
enclosure.
the subtext of it that is probably
As
like
you can
what's
see, Cara's
weird.
about to play
A lot of us thought that's why it's true.
pretend, or do other things as well too. But yeah. But basically, you can pop a decoration state onto
They
the
can
treehouse
sleep in
once
the
it's
in the
fully
in the
built.
treehouse.
And each
What?
of
Yeah,
those
it's more like vulgar,
decoration states are
like
going
potty
to
humor than like
match,
profanity. Yeah, that's a good way to say it,
different
Cries.
play pretend sort of scenarios that children can have.
That'd be so fun to like be like, oh, your kid is angry at the parents, and they're like, I'm gonna run away, and they go sleep in the treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
can
sorry.
see.
I meant.
Oh wait, what?
That'd be funny.
Oh,
different
yes,
styles.
yes. Sorry. There's so much you can do with it.
It's okay. Yeah, so
okay.
there's
Oh my
the-
gosh, they
the
can
different
ladder at the same
decoration states
time.
that match each of the child sims play pretend, so you can
Runaway
see
Teen
Cara
Treehouse.
is
Honestly, I would do
playing
that.
pretend as a fairy tale princess, and you can decorate the treehouse to look like a fairy tale castle to match that, or like space.
Wait, they can have sleepovers in the
castle,
treehouse? Like actually, or
whatever
that's just
matches
like
your
an
sim
idea?
child Sims ideas and what they prefer. On the enclosure, as
Also,
you can
as we're
see,
starting about
we
a minute.
could, have Sims relaxing or sleeping. We can also have adult Sims.
Myra's an
weeping in the
astronaut.
enclosure.
You're
So
asking.
there is
Oh,
a new
that. Oh,
weepoo
you did say
on the
can
treehouse.
kids.
And
I hope
the
so.
treehouse can also be upgraded from this point too. So we have an awesome functional treehouse, but we can give it a bell because why not? A slide so Sims can climb up the slide or slide down it. Lights to keep the treehouse lit up, or a sliding pole that Sims can slide down to exit. You just need to have an adult Sim with handiness, skill, and some upgrade
Hey,
parts.
this first as
We
soon as
can
it's
add all the
available.
sparkly
Amazing.
parts
What a
to
good
the
roommate.
treehouse.
Yeah.
What
We
a
added
good
them
roommate.
through the magic of debug cheats here, but they are built like the treehouse, right? You're like your Sims Go and kind of like work on it to add them.
And you can even, I like to, you can adjust the lights if I wanted on this one specifically. For this light, I can make it, you can't tell because it's daytime, but you can adjust them to be different too, so that's cool.
Look at her climbing up the
And it'll really
slide!
shine at night as well when the colors
I was always a
change.
big fan of climbing up slides
You can
as a
also
child.
place objects on the treehouse balcony. So as you saw earlier, you can drag on the
So
small
you could have a
telescope.
sleepover because you could place the sleeping bags on there.
Basically a whole host of
Kara's
children's
missing school!
toys,
Kara, go to
activity
school!
tables, Blarfy, like the big stuffed animals, doll houses, a science table, VR gaming mat can go up there. So like there's a bunch of different options that you can place up there, and children or anyone who can use those objects will be able to interact with them.
Is there a way to find those easily?
VR.
Yes.
There's
so when
already
you're
the
in
VR
Build Buy,
gaming
you
mat
can
in their
search
cries. Like that's a
for the
base game
tag
item.
placeable
I
on
think it might be
Treehouse.
City Living, but it's
And that
already
will
in
have
there.
a bunch of
There you go.
different categories for each of those objects, so you can easily find things
Depending on
that
the
can be
category, that's
placed.
nice.
Oh, that's
on there,
fun.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool that you like once you put it up there, you're saying it is usable, right? Like it's so not just can you decorate your treehouse how you want to, you can actually then have, for example, Kara could look through the telescope while on the treehouse.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Exactly.
It's like you can really customize the treehouse to how you want it to be.
She gets up on a step stool to get up to the telescope.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
What's your question, Cries?
They're just none of them are going to work or going to school. They keep them home. We gotta keep them home. One of the like I think I said this to the
Might have made a
to
little
the team
goof?
as
What
well,
kind of
but I
goof?
feel like the treehouse is one of, if not the
Gimble's got his face all
like,
tucked in.
coolest objects we've ever made in The Sims 4. It is
not technically
very big,
Cries.
It is very beautiful.
But
it
if
is
you have an
so
idea and you change the
customizable.
size of
It's
it,
got
go
all these,
for
like,
it.
little
As
kind
long as
of,
it stays a circle,
fun interactions.
just
that
go
you can
for it.
do. I don't know if you mentioned you could set like the entry rules as well.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
can be like, no adults, it's just kids, right? Or stuff like that. We have the enclosure that
Yeah,
you
go
mentioned,
for it,
with a bunch
Cries.
of stuff on there. So it's just
You can make it bigger. I don't care.
Yeah, I really.
As long
love
as it's
this
still
thing.
round.
Another cool
You just can't
object
make it
we have for
smaller.
kids. Sure. Another cool object we have for kids is this
The little
bike.
bike.
So I actually can't
It's so
travel around
cute.
or ride it. Why is that?
It's because I think you're a kid.
Does she need to
and
learn
you
how to
need
ride it
learn how to
first?
bike, Morgan. It's so one of the things that I think.
Oh, look, he just sabotaged his work rival.
Stuffed
He's
an old
sabotaging
cartridge
Bella at work.
skeleton into Bella's office drawer.
But I can't remember bike. I think that's
Funny
probably
story,
good for
that
everyone in
actually-
America
there's
because I don't
actually
think I would trust you on a
skeleton in
bike.
my old desk drawer at work.
Is this based on a?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's based on a true story.
It's based on a true story.
Nice. Really.
Yeah,
really
Nox, I have
putting,
a shell
putting
challenge.
The best bits of ourselves.
Do
into
command
this game.
shell.
So for our kids, right? Like our adults have bikes, and our adults can kind of ride bikes already because they're grown up and they know how to do it. But with our kids, we felt like it didn't necessarily feel realistic to be like our kids can just know how to ride a bike right off the bat. And so they actually need to learn how to ride the bike. And once they've
okay,
done
well, then
that,
yeah, then
once
you
they've
need
kind
shell
of
challenge then.
mastered being able to ride a bike, then they can use it as a
Dad,
vehicle
we should have
for traveling,
bike.
much
Oh
like
my
our adults
gosh.
can. So then they can
You bring
kind
it
of
now,
ride
Captain,
around,
or
and they
Geek?
can, take
I
it to
read that as
different routes
Captain
and
Geek.
stuff
I
like
love that.
but we also added some cool things with it's a milestone if we can get Kara there. Your bear head does not want to stay out.
It's not.
We also, I think, to make it so
I
that,
learned, my
because kids'
grandfather
bikes are
taught me
cool,
at like
kids'
5 or
everything is
6 on,
cooler, right?
on
If
my
you go to
aunt's
the store
farm.
and you're like buying an adult version of something versus a kid's version.
I
of
picked it up
something,
surprisingly
kids' versions
fast,
of
but I
things
can't.
are cooler.
I don't
What's really
trust
cool
myself
about
on
these
bikes
kids' bikes, I think we
anymore.
have 6 new kids' bikes with variants.
Mhm.
And
6?
what's cool is that each of the kids' bikes have like slightly
I
different
should you're not gonna fish it.
accessories.
That.
And so
Yeah,
you can
I'm
see this
waiting.
one has a
We're not gonna
horn.
work on
I
my
think
my
maybe this
version
one has
until
a
after
light
the
as well. If
game.
it was
The
nighttime,
pack
we would see
2.
it shining. But there's like a horn and a light and like a noise maker that can change even the way that it sounds when you're riding it. And depending on which kid's bike you buy, it has like a different kind of configuration.
I
of
need to
those,
start Pacific's
sort of
shell.
upgrades or accessories on the bike.
We also have some adult bikes as well. Yep. So adults have some bikes in this pack they can ride too.
Yeah, can ride them together. I think adults can help our kids like learn how to ride a bike, right? And that can be a milestone as well.
While you're trying to learn your bike, you can sometimes hit your head and make your tooth fall out.
Oh, right, loose teeth.
You can actually
Does
see.
she have a loose tooth right now?
She does.
does.
I cheated it right
That's why
now,
it has
so
that
that's why it
zero.
has
Yeah,
that because
yeah,
I cheated it
yeah.
on. But
She can hit her head and knock her tooth out.
Ron's going for it.
Yeah, he's just sabotaging. I set him to sabotage work rival at work. He could also befriend them. So, I mean, anyways. But she, so she has a loose tooth, so we could wiggle it. But, let's go ahead and just pull it out.
Oh.
Yanked.
Hardcore. All right.
Ow.
All right, so now your tooth is out.
Yeah.
Kara it no longer has a loose tooth, but now has like a missing tooth.
And we get her to smile here. We could see it.
She is.
Open your mouth. Where are you going?
Yanked her teeth out of her mouth.
You'll never see it.
I'll
She'll
never
open
see
her
it.
mouth.
Well, she has a tooth gap there where she lost her tooth. It's there.
Being very uncooperative. But you have a loose tooth now, and you can take that.
Kara,
tooth,
show us your
and
teeth.
You can, if you were to click on like her bed, for example, or you now can place the tooth under the pillow and go to sleep. And when she wakes up, she'll be able.
It's already 4 o'clock. You guys, it's already 4 o'clock.
It's time to head to bed. You'll find a nice surprise from the
Oh, look at the
tooth
cute little
fairy.
desk.
And so when she wakes up, then you'll get kind of a nice little moment of a lost tooth fairy time.
I think she got a milestone. She got some new reward objects.
And some money as well.
Some money as
They're
well.
they said it was
Yeah,
gonna be
and
about
this is
2
like when we're
hours
talking about
though.
milestones, right? Like you get a cute little kind
Let's
of.
see a
like,
little fairy. I know I want a little fairy.
For your first tooth that you lost.
Yeah. I know a good place we could potentially put that tooth certificate. Maybe we check out these.
Oh.
The memory boxes.
These little boxes. We have 3 of them. Kind of an ornate one. We have a kind of a cheapskate. I don't know who named that. Workplace rival.
A cheapskate keepsake box. Yes.
And a basic one.
Yes.
This is an elder sim, so she's able to.
I got
designate
it.
This keepsake
I got
box as their family keepsake.
These keepsake boxes are one of my favorite things in this pack because they are.
I'm gonna take a survey
they're
for some
small.
bits.
There's not, they're not super complicated, but when I talked about our milestones,
do a 100 bit survey.
Objects you got from the milestones. One of the things that I really love about this pack when I've been playing with it is that you really get to inject this sense of history with this pack that we haven't had an opportunity to do before. And our keepsake boxes, I think, are a great example of that, which is, as an elder, you can designate that this keepsake box, and you can rename it, right, is sort
America.
of the family
I'm not letting those
keepsake
through.
box, is the memento that you want to pass on. And then one of the really cool things that you can do is you can then, if you are close enough with somebody else in your family,
Ponder the meaning of
is,
family.
you can then pass that on to that family member. And through that, you can have this sense of an object that has meaning for the family and is able to be is able to kind of like keep that meaning through generations, right? And
This
you can see that
survey's
it's
for
also like
Ross.
a little kind of storage box. So you can put cool things into it. You can put things that have meaning, maybe milestones things, or maybe just like something that you think has meaning for the family, and be able
That's
to,
really
to put
fun.
that in it. And then the other interaction that's on here, ponder the meaning of family, is a fun little kind of interaction that lets you mess with family dynamics a little bit. So it lets you like use the power of
can only
kind of
have
the
Itties in
legacy
Makoto
of your
Street.
family to change
Makoto,
a
are you
dynamic
live
that
yet?
set that you might not like right now.
You might also be seeing in her inventory, she has a friendship bracelet that was made by her. And Kara actually also has one.
Oh, okay.
This is a new object called the Friendship Bracelet Kit.
Hey!
And you can click on that to make friendship bracelets. We have.
I'll make an
some
Automod
different
work
ones that
hard.
are all
You guys are
really
making an
cute
Automod
you
work
can
hard.
make.
You got packaged about to go
And
live.
we
Okay,
also
I was just
updated,
curious.
So,
or if you were
like
like
Nifty Knitting,
watching
you
or
can do it
anything.
here,
Table,
or you can do it on activity table.
Oh,
Or,
and like the knitting basket from Nifty Knitting, yes.
I
Or
think
on
the
this, yeah.
crochet box as well.
Oh,
or
cool. The cross stitch.
Cross stitch.
Yeah.
And so those are also objects you can do that. But
do
we
not
have
Automod.
to have a
Everyone's just
friend.
trying to push the
Right.
limits
so
of
if you each have
Automod.
made a friendship bracelet, you
I
can
finished
then
my
exchange
survey.
them.
It took like
Or if
5
it's a sim in
seconds.
another household, they don't have to necessarily have made one. But
Okay.
because they both
Ross.
live in the same household, we made them, so we
Okay,
can
so
exchange
Mama
them.
and Kara are gonna exchange friendship bracelets here.
Yeah, they are. So So Kara's gonna come here and
Nox.
exchange it.
Those are not words
for
that are
the
allowed.
sun. She says, "Hey, you wanna
Never looking. Have a great rest of your day, Nicole, and have a lovely
you wanna
weekend.
give me a friendship bracelet?"
Boom!
Of course.
Look at that. Super cute. So they've exchanged friendship bracelets.
And you
They
can see
now
it on their
have-
hands now.
Oh yeah, you can see it on
And
their
you can see
wrists, and they have
hers
each
was made
other's,
by
right?
Kara, and hers was made
Nicole,
by Mommy
go away!
now.
You said
Nice.
you're
And
leaving.
they both have it on their hands.
3 more pennies.
And they'll eventually
Hey, Makoto's
get worn
live.
out
I'm
and
gonna open her
fall off.
stream
But for now, they have them.
They have a special
Over here,
friendship
'cause I'm
bond.
a
I think we
mod.
added another really cool kind of like interaction that you can do while you're wearing each other's friendship bracelet.
I think it's under affection,
Yeah,
bracelet buddy bump.
fist bump.
If you do this, Kara has another friend, and if she were to do
So
this in
because of
front
things
of
I hate them, they do
Gonzalo,
be annoying.
Gonzalo might get kind of jealous.
Oh, right, because
They
he's like,
do be
why didn't I
annoying.
get a friendship bracelet? Why are you doing this bracelet buddy fist bump with
I'm
somebody
gonna go
else?
talk in
Like,
Makoto's chat.
I was your friend,
Right.
so we were pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can only exchange friendship bracelets with one sim, right?
Yes.
That's the rules of friendship.
You can also demand your friendship bracelet.
Oh, I would. That's malicious.
Ow!
I don't know if I would.
I just.
When I was a child.
Ow! I definitely bruised my knee.
You were saying that you exchange friendship bracelets with someone.
That hurt.
And then they demand. Look, oh my.
You can watch both at the
I
same
cannot
time,
believe
Kayla.
you
I
did
wouldn't.
that
I
to
don't.
Tara.
I'm doing it too.
This memory with my grandma forever. So sad.
I'm her mom.
She was
though.
hurt.
Would you give her a hurt sentiment?
But yes, this
I
happened
won't
to
be
me, and
mad,
I'm
though.
still
Okay.
hurt as an
Yeah.
adult. So
And then you
you
said
should probably last with her forever. You know,
Right.
she'll probably forever remember.
Oh, you're on
when,
your phone.
When Kara
That
grows up
makes
to
it
be
a
a game
challenge.
developer and is doing a stream, she'll be like, "Remember that time that my grandmother demanded the friendship?"
And then I went to work, and they made me take the
Fix your
featured
haircut. Ooh, fun.
bracelet that made me remember that really sad moment in my childhood, and I
Yeah.
worked on it.
So really, I understand it's a really personal connection there. I think friendship bracelets are cool. I think you can tell some cool stories there, as you can
Friendship
see,
bracelets are
and
cool.
then some really cool touches in terms of being able to wear them.
Some other things to show off. We've got this play mat that they can play on. Over here we have a
Oh, the
a
changing
diaper changing
Play mat
table.
base game. Yeah.
let's see if we can have her just
This
use her
one that's
diaper
here.
real quick.
No.
Recently, right?
There's like
Yeah.
a tummy time mat that
and
is
if she
base
uses
game
her
though.
diaper, then we can actually change her diaper. And this also works for toddlers who have changed their diaper as well.
Mhm.
But not for Delaney, because Delaney's potty trained.
Okay.
I mean, she is, if she used her diaper, she
Sure.
would still do it.
Yeah.
But she's not
But she
trained
wouldn't
because
use
she's
her
a
diaper.
big
Yeah,
girl
she's-
now.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Yeah, these
kid
changing
now.
tables are really cool. The thing that I really like is that you see there's a little you see there's a little kind of like diaper
Baby peed.
pail trash can. You got the peon caregiver milestone. Nice. Is that some of these milestones are just a little bit sillier? Is that the diaper pail trash can is kind of like right next to it, is attached to it. What happens is if you have that attached to your changing table, is the diaper automatically gets put in there. So you don't have to worry about diaper trash. If you don't, then the diaper shows up on the floor. You have to clean it up eventually, or maybe Kyle will take care of it while he's here, or something like that.
Maybe
But that's, I
Kyle
think,
will
a
take
cool little
care
touch
of
with our changing tables.
Bessie, you should go start a hype train in
Let's just see
Makoto
if we can
stream.
Teleport her there. You let me cheat.
Always Nox.
I don't know if she was being carried.
Oh,
she's in the high chair.
Let's have
Just-
her
I saw.
diaper
So you already have one
really quick.
one hype train of action there. You need two more, and then you got
I
a hype
mentioned
train.
we would show off what you can do here with these baby proofing things, but so this is baby proofed, and you can see she can try to break loose now. So that's like a fun way to play with wild toddlers,
Right.
Who may
Like,
succeed
even
or
if
may
you
not
baby proof
succeed.
something, right? There's a chance that they have a breaking out.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun.
That's so funny.
She did
I
not
saw
succeed.
America.
Oh, she did.
She's out.
Oh, she can't be contained.
But that's cool. That's a cool kind of like little baby proof and gate thing.
Mhm. So let's go ahead and we also have some other cool objects around here. We have this
We have too much
celebration
stuff.
cannon.
We have too much stuff.
That might be good for some events we could talk about.
Yeah, we have 3 new events. I don't know if we have time to actually do them in the stream, but we have 3 new events, which are a baby shower, and that is something that we wanted
Love
to
a
make
good baby
available kind of for
shower.
all of our new baby stories. So you don't need a pregnant sim to have a baby shower, right? Maybe you're telling an adoption story. Or something like that. We have a new
That's
family
fun.
reunion.
Yeah, if we wouldn't be able to remove ourselves from the screen for a moment, I kind of
Oh,
surprised and did this out of order. I'm sorry.
A family reunion event and a slumber party event. And the slumber party event also kind
Can't
of
wait to have
shows off
sleepovers.
our new. I was going to say shows off, but really, like, it's useful to use with our new sleeping bags.
Mhm.
I know that we
America.
probably want to look at some other places in the world, so I don't know how much we want to go into any of these in particular. But they're all really cool events that kind of are, again, helping you tell the story of
Yeah, this
a
is
new
all
kind of
expansion
member of the
pack,
household
Carrie. This is
joining,
all the
whether you have
expansion
kids that are
pack.
kind of like wanting to throw a little party of their own and have a sleepover. That slumber party can be held in the home, can be held in certain venues as well to have like the lock-in effect of like we're in the, we're out and like having a sleepover somewhere else, and a family reunion that is sort of gathering, makes thematic sense of gathering the family together. But that cannon is, I think, useful at any event that you might throw. Potentially is a good celebratory.
I want a cannon for a wedding.
Object for something like a baby shower.
And you might have noticed that I could also add these events and throw them while we have somebody staying over. So
That's right. So
that's one of the nice things is
the
like
stayover doesn't stop you.
So you could be like, hey, mom and dad, come stay with us, and then while they're over, you could throw a family reunion.
Yeah, totally.
Figure out early access.
As a
Honestly,
reward for the family reunions, you also get
Does
these
Ian
really
wanna give
awesome
me
picture
early
frames that I
access so I
filled
can play
in with
this?
pictures of our family
nice.
from around various places.
Oh, these are so cool. These are
And then
one
we can, like,
object,
stream it,
right?
and
But
then
they're
I'll be
like collage
overwhelmed the day it
frames. So
comes
each of the
out.
little frames can contain a different photo that you put in there. And I feel
Please
like
and
that
thank you.
is just such an easy way to kind of customize your lot with decoratives with pictures. And so, yeah, these are awesome. But these, like you said, these are rewards from the family reunion event.
So it's kind of late at night. Let's go ahead and have Ron and Mira go out together for like a late night date night to the anchor point. We'll go here
The
to
anchor
our
point
new
what?
library. This one was built by
Ooh,
Deligracy.
a library.
And we'll take a look around this neighborhood. Do you want to tell us a little bit about?
Are they
the,
really nice?
Anchor
They're
Point
so
Wharf, right?
nice.
Hey, yeah, I'm happy to, although I'm still emotionally recovering from Kyle Kyleson starting a fire. I just needed to say, I think that is Sim Guru O'Connor's finest design moment. Not the fire, just Kyle. But anyway, so here's Anchor Point Wharf, and we were kind of thinking about this as feeling a little bit closer to that city vibe that we wanted. So a lot of the buildings here kind of look like they've been reclaimed. When I pointed out Bayani Robles before in the prior neighborhood, he's one of those founding fathers. We thought of him as somebody who is kind of creating the fishing trade in this area and canning, and it kind of built up from there. The Robles family is still present. We'll see them in another neighborhood, but their family house is the main one is down here. My favorite thing about this is I wanted this to feel like kind of you could see the original house and then the addition as this family kept expanding out. I felt like that was really
That's
emblematic
a
of
fun
this pack, just
house.
watching as your family grows and grows and you're trying to figure out what to do there. So that's
I like
their
that a
lot.
lot.
And then let's see, what else do we have here? We have a nice little square area where there's a piano that you can come out and play. There is a food stand that you can visit. Yeah, I love this food stand so much. So you can stop by, get a little bit to eat, get some samosa, and go from there. And let's see, I think the main thing, aside from the library, which I also just love because it's so family friendly, we have a little area set up for parents. And oh, is that Bernice playing piano?
Bernice?
I love
One
it.
of our premates,
Hey,
one of our
Bernice.
Robles family.
Yay! I love this piano too. I play piano, so this is huge for me.
I
But
love the
yeah,
fishing
let's
hat.
let's take a look then at this date night area, the movie theater. This is one of my favorite things because we kind of just kicked around an idea of, well, you should be
They
able
can
to see
go
a
to the
movie here.
movies.
And that blossomed into this entire experience, which is being able to see a variety of genres together or by yourself. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go pick out something romantic because it is a date, isn't it? You can see different genres reflected on the outside and with the sound as well. And when you go into this theater, while you're not able to see it yourself, things do happen in there. There may be some riveting events that take place when you're there. Sorry, I'm so bad at puns.
Riveting
I'll stop. That's
events?
the only one. I swear. But yeah, just chance to kind of get a movie and see how you feel about it.
365
Let's
is
see
that's
how they
possible.
feel.
It really is.
And you saw that there were different genres of movies. I also I know that like depending on your Sim's personality, there are different chances that they may or may like or dislike certain genres,
Like
right?
a sim that doesn't like children isn't gonna like this child family
Sure.
movie.
Let's
But like a sim
go
who
see
likes
the
romance is probably
star.
gonna be pretty down for Pax and Prejudice, which
Oh,
they
yeah.
turned into
They
a movie.
adapted it.
They
That was a
adapted
book,
it.
right? Yeah.
Yes. It always makes me think of the Sims 3 movie theater, which is really nostalgic for me. So that's nice, I think. And I love the way this lights up at night.
No stream's
They did
open
an
and your son is
amazing
watching
job
Jonas
with
Tablet and
that.
there are just so many voices.
You can also
That's
see the
really
fog
funny.
rolling off
I have
the
the
bay at
photos up,
night,
I just
which I
can't
think
hear
is
it.
really cool.
And I don't know if her
also
captions are
amazing.
working.
And the way this like bridge lights
Oh,
up, and you
captions
can
are
see all the
working.
cars on it.
Or at least when she
All right,
is
so they came
talking
out of this
and they'll be
movie.
working.
So she liked it.
Swoons galore.
Pax and
I
Prejudice
think
sound
it
like
looks
a
like he
fan
liked it
fiction.
too.
what a
Honestly, that'd
successful
be very
date night.
funny.
Oh,
Look at that.
them.
Yeah.
Aw.
And they say romance is dead.
Cute.
It's not.
All you just gotta go watch an adaptation of a Jane Austen book starring werewolves.
I wanted to show off this library too, because we have a lot of new assets here that are really great for children libraries.
That's fun.
Like these bookshelves, which are interlockable. This is like an end to this bookshelf, so you could build it like that. Upstairs, we have more of these bookshelves in like different layouts, and yeah, Deli
so
did a
many
great job
bookshelves.
building this library here. That's like a really cool family-friendly one.
Yeah.
You can see our new changing table here. It's like a public changing table.
Oh yeah, the ones that kind of fold down from the side,
Mhm.
from the wall.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
like a little nursing room here for the infants, and
Danny,
I
this is a
think-
library.
and, this awesome little play area.
It's
I
just a
think it's great
library.
library. Okay, so let's go ahead and travel to the other neighborhood as well.
Got one more neighborhood.
Here you
right?
go.
And this one contains, I think, a new. You've taken everyone.
Let's
Even
bring
the
the firemen too.
No, it's
Oh,
too
no,
many-
I
too
can't
many
bring
people.
that.
Take
Okay.
Kyle.
Fine, we'll just bring our family.
Um,
Wasn't expect those. Yeah, I wasn't
contains our
expecting those either.
new,
That'll be fun.
Venue.
Do you want to tell us about this neighborhood as well, Rach?
Yeah, I would be happy to. We'll talk about the venue in a second, but once we load in, I just want to talk in general about Gilbert Gardens, which is,
That's a fun
I mentioned
name.
before, we talked about Old Stumpy and mentioned that that was, the last remnant of our sequoias. Our friend Gilbert Gilberts is responsible for the deforestation of San Sequoia. This park area, I was kind of thinking about it as his estate that he so graciously gifted to everyone after he passed away. So you can kind of see his old house here. There's a nice little lake here where you can fish
That's so
and
pretty.
yes, swim and do more. You can even walk
Swim!
around it. You might want to keep your eyes peeled for White Claw the crocodile. I don't know, he might not be out right
White
now.
Claw the
but,
crocodile!
See some
be
bubbles.
wary. Be
Nah.
wary.
Oh, maybe
maybe.
there.
We'll just see
yeah.
the bubbles now, but
Okay.
yeah, never know. So
Its
yeah,
name is
again,
White
there's a little
Claw.
space where you can do some group walking, and let's see.
I would like to go
over
on a
here
group
by
walk.
that's the rec center. We'll go back to it in a sec. The splash pad.
Oh,
So
man.
this is okay.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things in the world. We have to zoom in on my buddy Whalebert over there.
Whalebert!
Yeah,
I'm
Whalebert.
gonna fast forward so maybe it can be morning by the time. I'm sorry, the timing wasn't great.
Oh, that's all right.
Whalebert.
Whalebert looks good in any light.
He does.
Right, he
He's the
does.
star.
I
of
love
this pack.
him.
But we wanted to kind of create this sort of family-friendly thing and just a little splash pad that kind of grew into a big splash pad, honestly, where you can play in the water, watch it.
Oh yeah, I
obviously
love
start
all the
playfully.
names.
It
Like
might be a
people
great
do
place
so
to bring
well
your
on naming
dog,
things.
I think. I don't know. Just if you're up for
interesting.
that. sort
Even
of
an
thing.
infant if you're holding it.
Yes, even an infant if you're holding it.
Yeah,
So-
we didn't get a chance to at our home lot because there was just so much to look at.
Mhm.
This is obviously for this neighborhood sort of like bespoke. Our environment team put this together. It
Mhm.
looks incredible. But what's really cool is I think almost all of these pieces that you see here are available in the catalog, and you home or on another venue can set it up kind of how you want, right? Each
We're
of these
gonna
kind of,
make a
like,
public
taller,
pool.
wider ones.
Even
The
different
splash pad.
mats that are different
That aren't
shapes and
here.
different colors.
Yeah, yeah.
What is
Yeah, and you can like design your own for your own lots. It's really cool.
Yeah, so
Whalebert Uzi!
this is not just like this isn't the only splash pad, right? Like you
Mhm.
can create one at home, but you can also you have the ability to customize based
Oh,
on
the
all these
Whalebert
pieces, which I think
Uzi.
is also really nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit of extra fun. If you like that sort of thing, and I hope you do. So yeah, let's move away from that splash
Nah.
pad, and I want to go to the rec center now. I want to talk about rec
Oh,
center.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go look at that.
Yeah.
So this one was built by Lil Simpsy.
Yeah, and so what I wanted to go for
It has
here was,
Simsy vibes.
I come from a smaller town where you kind of wanted a central place to do everything, and that's what I was hoping for. So you could come here to make art, play
Look
musical
at the sign with the
instruments. You
fountain.
can come here to work out if you want, just hang out. It's great to book for an event if you wanted to. I know Scott already talked a little bit about some of the events that we can have here. If you wanted to book a lock-in, this is your
The
spot
light!
for it.
Look at the
And, yeah, there are
light!
the instruments, and of course the clown
They're
painting,
trying to make a
which is
nursing
super
home.
important for me to add. I may be a bit of a clown freak, but we won't talk about that
A
today.
clown freak?
So
The
what I
wall
really
We'll have
wanted to
another
zoom in
full
on
screen for that.
yeah, gotta save
Those
that for another day.
chairs.
Those game tables, though. So one of my favorite things we added this
Oh, yeah,
pack
yeah.
are symbols and puzzles. I really wanted to create an area especially for elders to come to
Symbols?
and socialize, hang out,
Oh, a
and
game.
just do whatever they want. So obviously there's a chessboard, but this is mainly for me about the symbols and the puzzles. If you wanted to show that
Wait,
off.
did you say puzzles?
Oh, did I jump the gun? Yes, puzzles.
So they're playing symbols right here, but they can actually change the game to cards, and I think there's some others if you have other packs.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's
also
more if you have other
puzzles,
packs?
which is my favorite to do here. So let's have her. She changed the game to puzzles, and we can actually
Make a
choose a
puzzle.
puzzle.
Okay.
There are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Different
puzzles.
categories, different sizes, but I saw an option here: custom puzzle from reference.
Yes, this is delightful.
Oh, I'm
we'll
so
do
excited.
that.
So this allows you to
Make it of the toddler.
Take a take a picture, like our kind of paint by reference, right?
Mhm.
And then that becomes a puzzle that your sim works on. And then when you finish it, it'll look like that picture. That
Could you
took.
put it on the
Yeah.
wall?
Oh, she stopped doing that. Oh, she's gonna keep doing
You can
it.
share it to
And
Simstagram.
we're gonna have her while she's doing this. There's a mischief interaction. We're gonna
Okay.
have Kara steal a piece.
Oh, Kara's gonna come over
Yeah,
and take one.
yeah, she's a little bit mischievous here. So she's going to come and steal a puzzle piece while they're working on it.
Oh, okay.
Swipe it.
Yeah.
Nobody saw.
Yeah. Got a piece now.
Yeah. And they're gonna
We love a
keep working
klepto
on
kid.
this. Something I love
You guys
about
hear
the
your
rec
husband?
center is while
He's
I
talking
feel like
right now.
I'm
I
here,
don't
I
think you can hear him.
regularly have kids and come by and
It's
like
a nice kids area.
Again, the
Yeah.
window.
place
I'm
It
going
really
to
is
cry.
a place kind of for families for all ages. Like there's a lot of stuff that you can just
Yeah,
kind of
the
hang out and do here.
klepto kid.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
have
love
sports
this
because I
klepto
want to see
kid.
it made.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I wanted it to be really
struggling
just for
to
all
breathe
ages
today.
appropriate, and I think Little Sims just did an amazing job building this one, and I hope that there's a lot that everyone else can do when they're making their own if they wish to, but yeah, just something for everyone. While they're building, I forgot to mention something kind of important. It actually popped up earlier with Kyle Kyleson, but I wanted to highlight that I mentioned lore a couple
Draco
times
Kyle's
when
so
I
the
was
cutest.
talking.
The
If you're
infants are
somebody
so
who's really into
cute.
lore, I am. You can run the Share Sequoia Secrets interaction on some of our pre-mades if you want to learn a little
Wait,
bit
they
more
left
about
one of the
them.
infants at
There's
home.
some stuff that I put in. I had hinted
There's an
before
infant,
about the
just not
Michelsons
in
with
the lot. There's
name.
an
If you're a
infant at
little bit
home.
curious to know what's going on there, you can kind of run that to find out more about Celeste's history in particular. It's really important to me personally, and also just for everybody else. If you want to learn details
Oh, is it with
about the
Kyle?
Sims
Okay.
themselves or the area, that's the way to do it.
Nice. They're done here, but it looks like
There's a piece
because
that
she
was
stole the
stolen.
piece, there's a piece missing. So you can still like frame it, and you can be like, "We're done," right? Like put it up, I guess. But she still has the pieces. Can Kara?
She did, and she stole the finish.
Okay, so she put it
That's
back.
really funny.
It's
You
a
can
full
also
puzzle
frame
now.
it.
Yeah. And you can see that there's that lovely puzzle.
You
from
are. You do
reference
know. I'm
that
so
now
glad.
you have.
And you can put it on the wall.
That's
You
really
can put it in your
Take it home.
keepsake box.
Yeah,
for
very
your
cool.
family.
Very cool. Do we want to? I don't know that there's too much more.
I did
that we
want to
wanna-
show off the walking paths.
Yes. Okay. Let's send them for a walk.
So
Look
I'm
at that
gonna
atrium.
teleport them over here just to get them here quickly.
She's gorgeous.
Maybe stop what you're doing. So this is something that's really fun.
It's
we
obviously
added
a
for
debug
elders.
building.
Around this neighborhood, there are 3
Like-
different walking paths. You can see them on their signs
She's pretty.
here. But you can choose to.
Oh, it's an arboretum.
Is she leaving?
I think she was running off,
Don't leave, please.
and she was already starting a walk.
And
They have their own. They have their own ideas.
Okay, so we're gonna do this right now, but there are 3 different of these paths around this neighborhood you
Mhm.
can find with different length of trails.
I think Kara ran off to do
arboretum.
something, so you might need to wait for her to come back.
I don't know where
Maybe she's
going.
walking already. But there's one around the the lake,
I
right, which is kind of
missed
the
it,
biggest
Carrie. I'm
one.
not sure. I think
There's one around
it's
the
just
pond,
based on the
which is the smallest
sign.
one, and then there's this
I think it's based on that
middle-sized one
walking
around the
sign.
arboretum.
I think Grandma started without her. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm done waiting. But they'll go for these power walks, and you can do this as a group. I would suggest, well, not while they're leaving the neighborhood already, but they'll kind of stop along the way and
that water bottle
drink
will
or
be in
stretch,
debug.
and then also I wanted to show out that like while she was doing this,
Pelican hedge.
She's gonna go around this kind of like bend here.
they react to the neighborhood
was a
with like
pelican
some
hedge.
of these certain things. So like here they've got the fun topiary, so they'll get a
Okay.
buff for that.
Yeah. So like there are special points around each of these neighborhoods where if you're near them, I think there's one near like Old Stumpy potentially, where you'll
Or
get
like
a sense
the
of just
fisherman
like
statue.
yeah, kind of the points that might put your sim in a certain mood, but also
love
just like give them a little
topiaries.
bit of sense of location.
Yeah, like a way that they're reacting. Another thing I think would be neat to mention.
Saying more parks, 100%.
Let's see if I can.
I'm about to start building every single type of
Bring
lot
him here.
possible.
Is we didn't really show this, but they have made a self-discovery.
Oh right, yeah. This is one of those things where it's like it's a little bit random, or it's not quite random,
Yeah.
but there's stuff going on in the background, and we just didn't get a pop up.
I was hoping we would get a pop-up
Right.
during the stream.
But self-discovery is really cool. You might be, maybe you noticed where you look at Ron and his traits, and you might be like, wait a second.
That's a lot of traits.
Does he have? This is soul music. I love it. He's got an extra trait,
Wait,
doesn't he?
besties, go look
And
at the
that's
Sims channel.
because with
You
our
can
new
have more than
self-discovery
3
system,
traits.
And again, I wish that it had just kind of popped up so we could show it, but
Shower
again,
with
it's a
getting food,
simulation.
Of course, Gary. Have a
You
good
have
time
moments
walking the
that
dog
think
and
about
getting
how you're
showered and
playing
you ready.
your sim and
Thank you
what
for
they're
hanging out,
doing
my friend.
That behind the scenes, we're sort of tracking that.
But you can
and there
have
are
more than
moments when
3
it can pop up and
traits.
say the game that how you've been playing Ron, for example, and says what did he discover here? This was
He got ambitious.
So it
and
may
I
have been when
think
he
it
got
was from
promoted or something.
promotion,
Okay.
And then actually,
And
this
so,
one has
like here,
5.
Ron
He has
might
5.
have gotten promoted, and at that point, the game would be like, "Oh, it seems like Ron was promoted, or Myra got perfectionist from."
I think she had got a skill to 10.
Okay, so when she got a skill to 10, there are moments where the game reacts to that, and it's like, "Hey, it seems like your sim did this thing. Does that mean maybe they're this trait?" And it gives you a pop-up that allows you to accept it or not. So you
That's
can be like,
so
no, I'm not playing them that
cool.
way. But it also is another way that growing together
Luca,
allows
welcome
your
in.
Sims to sort of evolve, and the game gives you these great opportunities to say, hey, it seems like you're playing your Sims this way. Maybe you want to add this family dynamic. Maybe you want to add this new trait. Maybe you want to add this like or dislike.
I like that we can add
based on
traits.
what's happening right
Just
now.
like it's okay.
And I think
Don't worry about it.
This is really cool because it just adds this
Oh,
personality.
her shorts
trait
are
to your Sim.
cute.
Another thing that can happen is if you have like opposite personality traits. If you have a slob and you end up cleaning up a lot, the game might be like, you're not really playing this sim like a slob.
Me too,
Do you want them to be
Captain.
neat instead? I'll get rid of slob for you and I'll put in neat instead. And I think that's really cool, again, in terms of like growing together, allowing your sims to grow and evolve in a way that we
That's
haven't
so
really done
fun.
before. I think through self-discovery, your sim can gain up to a total of a cap. The cap is like 6 total personality traits that they can get. So they can get 3 more through self-discovery.
Yeah, it's fun for story.
Yeah.
And just playing the game and seeing how things go with it. I've really enjoyed this and like finding the different ways you unlock them. I think so. That seems like a pretty good overview of our pack of
Nice.
growing together.
There's so much in this pack. I am so excited for people to get their hands on it and start playing with it. I think
We're starting
like,
a legacy challenge.
It deepens your relationships.
We're not
it
doing
makes
a
your
challenge
family
immediately.
matter more.
We're starting
it
a
gets
legacy
drama
challenge.
in your game. It makes all of your
Or
sims
some sort of
feel
gameplay
better.
challenge that's
I think
not
it's
100
hard
challenge.
to go back to playing without this pack once you've played with this pack. It's gonna release worldwide March 16th. You can get it on EA app for PC. You can get it on Origin if you're on Mac. You can get it on Xbox, on PlayStation. We're everywhere now. I think it's on Steam. It's on Epic Game Store. You can message me and be like, send me a copy. And I won't. I'll tell you where to get it. But I can point you to the right places. But and then the Infinite
Someone
update comes out
message
2 days before
message,
on March 14th.
Grimsy
I
Rudoy.
think
Be like,
that's
hey,
our
send me the
stream
pack.
for everyone. That's for everyone on all those same platforms as well.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. There's even more than we got through, but
I think we did pretty well.
I'm excited for that debug water
good.
bottle. Is that
Sloth, you were
weird?
pretty-
Thank you. Thank you for being the one controlling all
It's not
of
a
our
new
Sims
challenge in the
today,
future.
Morgan.
Oh,
Thank you all for being
100%.
here. Thank you, Frost, for keeping us on time.
It's gonna make things so much fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm so excited. Gonna send some emotes. I'm so excited. Just gonna let it play until they actually end the stream because like it's still going. It's still going. How long was it? 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. And Simpsy just went live screaming. That's really funny. Worth it? 100%. It's still not ending yet. I'm gonna keep it up. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's over. I'm really looking forward to this pack. Can't believe I said to work this week. You gotta take the whole week off, Perry. Gotta take the whole week off. I have my I played out my entirety of March. So I was like, I wanted to be fancy. I wanted to be that person. Why do I get me out of this YouTube tab? Didn't realize I still had it on. I have so many YouTube tabs open right now. But like that entire week is Sims, specifically to like play with the pack and the infants. Like, where's my calendar? Yeah, so on the Monday we're doing infant prep. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna do infant prep. And then on the 14th we're gonna play the infants. And then on the 15th we're gonna play the infants. And on the 16th we're gonna play with the pack. And then on the 17th we'll probably do gameplay. Like we'll probably start our gameplay or whatever. Of like actually starting a challenge or something. And it's also America's birthday. It's America's birthday the 17th, and it's Alien's birthday the 14th. So we have a birthday week that week as well. Also, I was going through and putting birthdays in my calendar. There are so many of you born in April. Specifically, there's 5 of you in 1 week with no overlapping either. There's a lot of the same birthdays. And do any mods? Yes, best to take out your mods and custom, like all your stuff out of the game. Take it all out. You had your birthday. I might have your birthday. I don't know. I get most of them. I have them all. I have a birthday calendar that I use. That's not even on the thingy. The birthday bus scares you. It's pretty easy. It's okay. It guides you through. Just do /set and it'll kind of guide you through. You know how, like I said, the instructions are pinned. The instructions are pinned to the channel. Just do /set and it'll guide you through it. Emma, you are birthday twins? Are you really? Perry birthday. Neither. Nah, you're there. Yours May 20th. I think I have yours on my other calendar, on like my actual calendar, but like I'm migrating everything to Notion. All right, friends. Not to like end the stream and leave, but I have to go to the bathroom. And Makoto's live. And she's been live for 30 minutes. And she's really just waiting for us before she starts to play Animal Crossing. But she's going to play Animal Crossing. So we're going to go say hi to Makoto. We'll talk more about this on Monday. We're going to be doing prep for the unpaused stream. The unpaused stream is going to be on Tuesday. We're going to prep for it on Monday. And I think we're going to do crowd control. I think we're going to do crowd control. But you'll get more information about this weekend. I'm going to work on that this weekend. Like figure out plans and everything. But thank you all for hanging out with me. This has been very fun. I love watching these with you guys. It's so sad to like, I feel sad when I watch it by myself. I don't think it's as fun to watch it by yourself. I think it's so much more fun to like watch it with your friends. What's an unpaused stream is so geek. We've been playing The Sims, but it will be an unpaused stream, so I cannot pause it. I cannot change the time, and I will not be in control of anything. We will just be sitting there watching The Sims cause chaos. We'll have things like cow plants and telescopes and hot tubs and pools and things like that. Maybe we'll have risky woohoo on. Maybe we'll have autonomous woohoo on. Like things like that. We'll see how many babies we have. We'll see how many people die. We're just gonna sit there and watch it for 3 hours. It was our sub goal from last month. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't sound necessarily super fun, but it's really fun. But I'll give you more information about it this week. But friends, here are the raid messages. Go ahead and grab those. If you are a sub, you can grab the one with the animated emotes. And if you're not a sub, you can grab the one with the cool cast code story. We're going to say hello to Makoto. Most of you are already there, but we're going to go back over there. Makoto Rose. She's playing Animal Crossing. I think she's gonna villager hunt a little bit at some point potentially. So we're gonna go hang out with her and say hello. So send all your love to Makoto. I'll be back on Monday. Like I said, lots of Sims. We have a huge Sims month, so we're gonna be playing a lot of Sims. Fridays are still probably gonna be variety. We might be playing some Animal Crossing on Friday. We'll see. We'll see what the variety brings up. There's thread in my hair. That is a green thread from my cross stitch. I love you all very much. Send all the love to Makoto. And if you need the link, here is the link to her channel, because the raid there's only 21 of you in the raid and we have like 30 something viewers right now, because Twitch isn't taking people in the raid. So there's the link to go for it if you need to. It's Makoto Rose. I love you all very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.